Mask of Many Faces is pretty cool.
Ooh, that's cool.
So that one lets you cast Disguise Self at will, so you can turn yourself into a guy or a different version of a girl,
that's cool.
or whatever. It's an illusion though, so like if you make yourself taller with the spell, if somebody like tries to like touch your face, their hand will go through your head because you're not actually that tall.
Word.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's like a hologram around you, kind of.
Huh. Okay.
So that one's pretty good. It lets you trick people. It changes your voice and stuff too.
Word.
So that one's interesting. And then we can kind of flavor it like you're carrying around a mask on your side that you can like put on, and it morphs yourself like Mystique from X-Men. That would be kind of cool. So that one's good for your like you're kind of a charismatic character. You're into talking to people and lying to them, and you know that kind of thing. So that might be good for you. There's Maddening Hex. This is a 5th level one, so it's like kind of a more powerful one.
Ooh, okay.
And if you use the Hex spell on somebody, you deal psychic damage to them. Let's see.
Okay.
Actually, you deal psychic damage to the target and each creature of your choice that you can see that's within 5 feet of it. 5 feet of it. So, like, if you curse somebody in the middle of a crowd, all of them will take damage.
Dude, wait, that's so sick.
That one's pretty cool. So that's Maddening Hex. Misty Visions lets you cast Silent Image, which is you can cast like basically a hologram that can move around and looks very realistic to try and trick people.
Oh, okay.
That one's pretty cool.
Let's do...
Other than that...
What is Eldritch Mind?
Eldritch Mind. You have an advantage on concentration checks, so not really something I would say is super useful for you right now. But it could be later, because when you're charming somebody, if you cast like a charm spell to make them your friend or whatever, that's concentration, and you may need the extra buff of Eldritch Mind. There's another one here called Undying Servitude. This one might be up your alley.
Ooh, okay.
So Undying Servitude lets you cast the Animate Dead spell.
Oh, okay. That's so cool.
So what that means is... Hold on. There it is. What that means is you can, like, raise up a skeleton or a zombie of something you've killed and have it follow you around like a pet.
Okay, I like that one.
So that one's called Undying Servitude if you want to do that one.
Okay.
Ginger Beardman, thank you for the Prime Gaming and 2 months in a row. Thank you so much, Ginger. I seriously appreciate it. Thank you. You are so supportive. If I didn't have you guys in the chat, I don't know what I'd do. I'd feel very depressed. Appreciate you being here. All right, so you're gonna do Undying Servitude?
Probably.
Whip,
I don't know.
thank you
Do I
for
have
the
to
Prime
choose like
Gaming.
right now?
Thank you so much, Whip. Yo, Meta. What was your question? Sorry, Bunny. Sorry, we're leveling
Do I
everybody
have to choose like immediately, or can I wait like a little bit?
I would choose now.
Okay.
So that you have the access to it in case you need it. You know what I mean?
Okay. This is hard.
Yeah. It is kind of a hard one. We'll come back to you, Bunny. Let me know when you've made your decision. You got some time because we got other people to level up here. All right. So Wembo, did you pick your spells?
I'm looking at them. I think. How many more? Do I just get one extra spell?
So that's the thing. You can switch out your spells as of now. So when you level up, you can switch out anything you don't like for something that you do like. Okay? So if you don't like one of the spells you currently have, like you just never use it or something, you can switch it out for one that you like. And if you want to go all level 3 spells, you can. Like if you want to get rid of all your first and second level spells and just have 6 third level spells, you totally can. You're just gonna have limited access on the things you can do. So
sounds good.
Just remember that you only get to cast like 2 spells a day, or not a day, a rest. So Warlocks are strong, but they're like strong in bursts. You know, they're just like really strong for a second, and then they kind of die off, and then they're strong after they rest again, and then they kind of die.
Sounds
off
like
again.
me in the bedroom.
Hey, hey-o.
Wembo, there should be a number there that says how many spells and stuff you know, too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, known spells 6. Yeah. Oh, cancel. Okay. So with that, Bunny's gonna have to pick some spells too, but we'll get to her when she's ready. All right. Next up, we're gonna do whip. Whip. Go ahead and click on the anvil in the top right.
Yeah, I've done all that. The only thing I get is like an enemy, like a
What?
a language.
Oh, a favorite enemy.
Oh, let me look.
A favorite
Rangers might not
enemy.
have spells yet either, so
She
I'm not
definitely
totally
has spells.
surprised. No, I mean like picking new spells.
Yeah, I don't get anything fancy. Do I just choose the language it says? Should I just pick a random one?
I would go
Like-
with your choice of undercommon, abyssal. I would go abyssal if I were you. I would go abyssal. But you could do
Done.
undercommon, abyssal, or deep speech.
Okay, I did abyssal. And is that all I do? Is that I'm good?
Under spells, if you could, so up at the top where it says
you
ranger,
good,
under
dude?
it'll say class features, and then next to that it says spells. So click on the spells button.
That was so funny.
It's at the top of the same page that you're looking at. Same page that you're looking at. The very top
Yeah.
of it says spells.
Yeah,
Click
got
on that, and then add spells, and you actually get to learn one more spell.
Oh,
So
okay.
it says known spells 3 out of 4. You get one more. So
All right. I'll just look at this. on
yeah,
my
and you
own.
can switch them out. If there's something that you're running right now that you don't like, you can switch it out.
I want to change the name now. I want to. Wait. Rename Zim to Ben, so that we can be Ben and Jerry.
Okay, I probably should have mentioned that you can't do that to players.
No.
So hold on. So I don't know if I can refund your 5,000. But Jesus,
Oh, you can.
Battlemaster.
But mostly I was just screwing around.
Battlemaster, thank you so much.
We're just messing around. don't worry.
Okay,
We're just
thank you
messing
guys.
around.
Thank you
Big
so
Five,
much.
get your subs. Go! Battlemaster
Thank you,
20,
thank
let's
you,
go!
thank you, thank you, thank
My
you,
hype
thank you,
train
thank you.
leveled up.
Dude, that's a hype train. I think that's my first hype train
Poggers.
ever.
Hey.
Fog. So thank you so much, Battlemaster. Seriously, Battlemaster is one of the mods for Mafia Jinx, who will be in my Wednesday campaign. So super awesome dude. Go check him out, and also Mafia Jinx, who I'm sure he would want me to shout out here, who's awesome as well. So go check them out. Thank you so much, Gingis, and Battlemaster, and everyone else who subbed today. Whip and Yogs. Yogs, I didn't even see you. I've been too busy trying to level people up. Yogs, thank you for the subscription. Seriously, I appreciate it. I promise I'm not ungrateful. I just missed it. Sorry. Thank you. Love you so much. Appreciate it. I'm glad you guys are here to play and watch some D&D. All right. So Whip, yep, you can pick out any spell to fill
Okay.
out that spot.
This
Question.
says spells of the mark. Is that like something that's like for me, or is that something like?
Spells of the mark.
Yeah, is that something that's like?
Were you looking at that?
No, it's like so. If I look at like darkness under it, it's a second level spells of the mark. Is that like something that's like more for like my class or something? Or no? Does that mean nothing?
Spells of the mark. That's because of the type of elf you are that you have access to that spell.
So that's something that would
Yeah.
be like more for me.
Yep,
Okay.
exactly. So spells of the mark spells are ones that are specific to you.
Okay, I
because of the
think
elf
that
that you are.
I want to do darkness because that can like looks like I can just like make something dark and they can't see anything.
True, you would not be able to see into it either. Is the
Oh.
only thing. So
That
it's
doesn't help.
magical darkness. It's like a black.
Yeah.
Absolute
It's still
spear
really
of
good.
black
It's a really
darkness.
good
It's a very
spell.
strong spell, but you
So,
just
like-
you wouldn't want to cast it and then try and fire into it with your arrows
Yeah.
necessarily because you would have disadvantage because you can't.
So
see
what's
what would-
cool though is
Yeah.
my Nothic has true sight, so I can actually see through your darkness.
That's
So when I'm in
true.
Nothic form.
True.
So would you like suggest that that's what I pick?
No, I'm just saying it's a good spell. Also, if you're running away, you can drop that, and it's a good way to run away. It's a really good.
True.
It's actually a really. I'm just saying it's a good spell. You don't have
Okay,
to pick
I'm
it.
gonna
There's other
get it,
spells
and
too.
then if
So-
when we level up next, I can just like if I don't like it,
You
just
can,
switch.
yeah, and if you have any spells right now that you don't like, that you just don't use very often, you can switch those
Mm-hmm.
out too. And I would recommend Pass Without a Trace is a really incredible spell
That's also a very good spell.
that will be really
Okay.
helpful for everybody, and it's one of your spells of the mark.
So does that? Oh, okay.
That one
yeah.
gives everyone +10 to their stealth checks.
Oh, It masks me and companions. Okay, I'll do that one. Pass
Yeah.
without a trace.
So it makes
learn.
all of your allies kind of like blend into the shadows more and quieter and that kind of
Okay,
thing.
that's the one I'll pick. So I'm done, right?
Awesome.
Yeah.
All
Should be.
right.
That's the one we're gonna use, and then Pete's
Then-
just gonna like yell at an NPC and get us all caught.
True. With that, we are done with Nara, and we will do Jimmy. We'll do Jimmy.
Yo!
Okay, so
Also,
Jimmy,
the cams got a little weep wop weep wop.
the cams get a little weep wop. Oh, somebody turn off their cam or something?
I think Bunny redid
that's okay.
her
Yeah,
cam.
my bad.
No
I'm
problem.
so sorry.
Okay, so Whip's still in the
my
right
computer
spot.
died.
Jimmy's down here. Oh, you're good. Are you okay? You good?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay. There we go. I think I fixed it. All right. Thank you. All right. Seriously, level 3 hype train. That's fucking cool. Thank you guys. All right.
Huge
so,
pug, huge pug.
At the top right of your character sheet, Jimmy, hit the anvil.
I did.
All right.
Now what?
Then in
Level
the
up.
drop down under class, there should be, I should say level 4. Hit the drop down and hit level 5. So level it up
Boom.
to 5.
Did it.
When you do that, it gives you, so if you scroll down, you get 2 new things. If you scroll all the way down on your abilities, it says extra attack 5th level and fast movement 5th level.
Got it.
Whip, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs.
Yo!
Oh my god. Thank you so much.
Oh, I
I'm so-
dodged again, dude. Dodged again.
You dodged the gifted. Feels
Yeah, I
bad,
think I
man.
did too. Got one. This is
got
rigged,
one.
dude.
It is rigged. Thank
So
you,
rigged.
guys. Seriously, I
of
appreciate it
course.
so much. That's just awesome. My cheeks hurt. I'm smiling too much. Okay. I can't show emotion. I'm supposed to be an emotionless god in this.
Here's the DM.
Stop smiling.
He does not feel. All right, extra attack, fast movement, and then what
Yeah,
else?
so check it out. Click on extra attack. Look what you get. So you get to attack twice instead of once on your turn. So now you get to attack 3 times if you attack with your offhand. So you get to do boom boom with your fists and then like another, like just to top it off.
Yeah.
So pretty sweet. So that's gonna make you much stronger. And then fast movement, starting at 5th level. Your speed increases by 10 feet while you aren't wearing heavy armor, so you're
And
not.
I don't wear
you're
heavy
not.
armor.
Yep. So your speed is going to go up to 40, which means you're going to get to move, instead of 6 squares, you get to move 8 squares during combat. So your character is going to be fast and mean and fucking terrifying. And you are leveled up. You're done.
Yay!
Congratulations, barbarian. All right.
Me hit things.
You do hit things. All right. Let's see. Anybody else need my help leveling here? Wembo, did you pick out your spells? Do you have questions on your spells? Okay. Bunny, did you pick out your thing, your Eldritch?
I'm kind of, dude. I'm so stuck between Undying Servitude and Maddening Hex
So
and
what-
Mask of Many Faces.
What do you think Isabella would want? That's what I want you to think about. More about what Isabella would ask her patron for. Like, what would she ask her dad to help her with? Like, she wants help with this particular skill. What do you think that he would give her, or that she would ask for, type thing?
It's really tough. It's really, really tough.
They're all really good, and if you don't like one of the ones you already have, you can switch it out too if that makes it easier. Like, you can switch out, if you want to take all 3 of those, you could just take all 3 of those and switch out the ones that you have
Fuck.
if you want.
How many dead people are we gonna come across?
Quite a few, probably.
Okay, so I should probably do Undying Servitude so we can go play Squelch.
You totally could. They're not going to be quite as good as Squelch. They're going to be
Damn
a
it.
zombie or a skeleton. They're not going to be
What?
like a cleric.
They're not gonna be.
If you carry
Pulling up
plate
homie.
mail with you and you make your skeleton wear the plate mail, it'll be pretty good.
Battle Master!
I might have one time looked at making a full necromancer that all he did was summon skeletons.
Battle Master, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. That's a level 5 hydrate.
Yo, and I still
That's
dodged.
crazy.
Oh my
You
god, my
still
evasion
dodged.
levels are off the charts. Let's go.
So someone give me a sub, please.
Is that level 5 or is that level 4 complete? I'm
level
not even
4.
sure.
That's level
Okay.
4.
Five.
Okay, we're close. We're close.
top.
Battle Master, thank you so much.
think you can complete
Seriously,
level
you
5.
are incredible.
I think when you hit level 5, that's basically it. I
Is
mean, you
that-
can go up to like 999%, but I don't
Okay.
think like once you hit 100. I mean, guys, keep going, guys, but you know, I don't think it goes to 6.
No. I can't
Okay.
accept anymore. We're just leveling up, guys.
I can't accept any more, but if you give them, I also
No,
can't
See,
return.
Commander, they were feeling left out. They saw us leveling up, and so they wanted to level the hype train. of
True.
course.
We gotta level the hype train to 5, guys. We're leveling the characters to 5.
Okay.
It
All right,
makes
so
sense.
which one did you pick, Isabella?
I'm gonna go with fuck me, man.
That one's not an
Undying
option.
Servitude.
All right.
Pain.
So,
You know,
Undying
it's something-
Servitude, do you want to switch out any of the other ones?
I would just like to state, like, you look like the Walmart version of Ace Ventura, so go fuck yourself.
Wow.
Wow.
Get that off
him.
your chest there?
A little bit, because that was mean. I'm hurting a little bit, man. Just a little bit.
Oh, Battlemaster's like, here, buddy, have a sub. He just gifted you a sub.
Thank you, Battlemaster.
Thank you so much, Battlemaster. I think you're the biggest gifter now in my channel. I don't know how to check that, but you're awesome. Thank you so much. Seriously, you've made my day. Seriously, it's, fucking cool. All right, Jerome, did you pick your spells too?
I'm just gonna go with the originals for now, or do I have to do them?
You get
now?
more spells.
You get more spells, so
Yeah, I got one extra spell, or I got
you
two.
You have 1 out of 6 spells prepared.
He doesn't get third level spells. I looked. Artificers don't get third.
I only
No.
have second level spells,
You know,
but I
it
have.
says you have 1 out of 6 of your spells prepared, which means, let's see.
Well, I have 3 first level, but then on my second level, my catapult and thunderwave is used again. But I think it's like
No,
slightly better.
so those don't count again. What you can do is you can cast a
So I
level
have
1
two
spell and you.
spells. I get 2 spells then.
No,
I
you
have
should get.
Scorching Ray and Shatter currently.
Oh, you get a new.
Wait, why am I not on screen?
Okay.
Oh, no.
But I got a special action. I gained a special action, which was where I get to make firearms out of wands or something. It's
Okay.
pretty cool.
So check out. So Pete, look at my stream.
Yeah.
So I'm in your class thing right now, and you're looking here. You're looking in the like abilities that you got. There's actually another button here. It says spells.
Mm-hmm.
If you click on spells, and then go to known spells, the plus down here.
Known spells. Yeah.
You actually are gonna learn some spells. So
I should filter by second level, right?
first and second, because you can pick any of those.
All right, give me the
there's
good.
a lot here. There's a lot here. What do you want to do? You want to do more damage or have more like more abilities, like more things you can do?
I wanna be. Is there like a sexiness spell that can make me more attractive to people?
For you,
That way I
no.
can maybe pick up the ladies.
For an artificer, no. It's mostly all like
Pyrotechnics looks really badass. Choose an area of non-magical flame that fits
Battlemaster,
within
thank you for the gift sub to
5
Webbo.
foot cube. And you can extinguish the fire, and you can create. Actually, kind of lame.
All right, so you can blind people with pyrotechnics, or you can make like a smoke cloud. Rope trick is pretty cool.
Wait, this one's lit. You can cause up to 10 words to form in the part of the sky that you see. Oh, I'm gonna get slayed with this one. I'm gonna get so much. All right, I'm gonna find. I'm gonna like.
will be good for you if you're
I'm
trying to
gonna
get
write,
laid.
I'm
like,
gonna
I
like,
love
"Hey,
you. What's your
babe."
name?
Hey babe,
Betsy?
what's your name?
I love you, Betsy.
just stay right there, Betsy.
Betsy?
Look up in the sky for me really quick. It just says
That is
"I love Betsy."
I think it's weird that you like were thinking of hot names and you immediately went for Betsy.
Oh,
Whatever.
Betsy's such a hot name. Like
It's
oh,
really not.
Battlemaster,
Could I
you
be
single-handedly
useful
got
to
us to a
the
level 5 hype train,
You like
Battlemaster.
Skywriting
try
could
to fail to
actually
get
really-
laid.
Okay, I'm muting everyone so I can thank you. Thank you so much, Battlemaster. You fucking rock. You guys can keep talking. They can't hear you. Thank you guys. I appreciate it so much. You are just fucking amazing, man. Seriously, incredible. I don't even know what to say, man. I haven't seen this kind of love before, so just fucking cool, man. Seriously, thank you so much. All right,
Well,
you guys are back.
shh.
Oh yeah, and
All right, guys. So you're grabbing Skywrite, and then you actually get to get like 4 more here. So
This entire time, Pete has been playing with a handicap.
What? What
What,
handicap?
his brain?
Well, no.
Jesus.
Fuck.
I'm sorry.
He's had like all these spells that he probably could have picked and he didn't realize it.
Wait, really? I
so,
could have had more spells.
Yeah, Pete, you have so many spells that you could have had. That's okay though. It's it's my fault.
I thought
for,
first level's only 3.
It may have been. I don't know exactly what Artificer does when it levels up. I'm just kind of learning as you're leveling up. But anyway, learn. So you learned Skywrite, right? You click on the prepare
I
button.
didn't learn any spells yet. How many do I? Oh, I have 5 spells I can learn.
Yes.
What is this game?
Okay,
Yeah.
but don't center them all about getting laid, please.
Please be useful.
All right, guys, we're gonna do this together. I know we probably want to get started, so
That's
let's.
okay.
we have
The
time.
chat's loving it. The chat's loving it.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm gonna actually do one healing one for a second. Cure wounds.
Yep, that's a good
The
one.
creature you
Fog.
touch regains hit points.
That's a good spell.
Yep.
Oh, that sounds good. I press prepare, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
let's
good. I'm not gonna
do-
be the dedicated healer anymore. I can now go full combat.
Oh, I can do. I got cure wounds too. I did
Yeah,
that for
there's
you.
quite a few of you I think that have
Miss
some cure
Squelch.
wounds now. There's 3 of you.
Oh my god, yo, hear me out. So there's this spell called Feather Fall, and it says that choose up to 5 falling creatures, and our rate of descent slows to 60 feet per round until the spell ends. So
Good
no
spell.
cap, we could all jump off a cliff together and like be okay
Yep.
because I'd like touch
What are you
everyone.
trying to do to us, man?
Correct.
Oh, I'm just
It's
saying.
a really good spell too.
It's a strong spell, but a lot of people don't take it because they it almost never comes into play. But when it does come into play, you literally save people's lives. You stop people from dying. Like, I guarantee you at some point in this campaign, somebody's gonna get pushed off of a building, and you're gonna be so glad that you had Featherfall prepared.
Wait. Oh, I'm gonna have to jump after them though.
No,
I'm gonna have to be
no,
like,
you're not.
oh, save you, Elizabeth.
No, you can just cast it.
No,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be like Captain Jack Sparrow from that one scene where he jumps off the cliff. He's like, Elizabeth, I'm coming, and then he just like full dives.
It's a reaction, so you can use it like shield. You can
I'm
use it
totally
anytime.
doing it. I'm totally doing it.
Yeah, so
Yo,
that's a good one.
My Twitch
All
hoodie
right.
I bought came in.
Hey, let's see it.
You guys want to see it?
Let's see. Temporary hit points.
Do I
I
have the
would like
right?
to see it.
Second level.
Oh.
Cute. I like it.
Oh, that's cool.
It's got-
Enlarge.
Very nice.
Oh, let's
Very
go.
large. It's got
I am
the-
getting enlarge and reduce because that means I can make myself pack some meat.
I like
Hell
that.
yeah.
I like those colors.
You
I
might
like it a lot,
blur.
What's that one?
You might want to look at the spell.
Your
but it's a
body
pretty...
becomes blurred. For the duration, any creature has disadvantage on attack rolls.
Ooh, that sounds really good, actually.
It's a pretty good spell.
Sure, I'll add it.
Nice.
And then levitate.
So Bunny, you also get another spell, another cantrip, and
Ew.
I think 2 spells. Another cantrip and 2 spells. So,
Really? Wait, where are you at?
So
What?
under your class tab where we were before,
Yeah.
there should be a button that says spells under where it says warlock.
Oh, okay, okay,
If you
okay.
click on that
I
spells button
see.
and then click where it says known spells, the plus next to known spells, it'll give you a drop
Yeah.
down. And there it says 2 out of 3 cantrips and 4 out of 6 prepared spells. Is that right? Did it say that? Right under where it says known spells.
It just says known spell 6.
Click the plus on it. Is there a plus on the far right of it? that-
Yeah,
Does that
I'm
give you a
not
drop
seeing
down?
it.
Okay. Let me.
I'm just seeing Eldritch Blast, Friends, Hex, Enthrall, Scorching Ray, and
If you
Suggestion.
scroll down, is there
There's also add
another
spells.
known? Okay, add spells. Yeah, click on add spells.
Oh, okay. There you
Is
go.
that right?
Yeah.
Does it say cantrips 2 out of 3? And... Okay. So yeah, you pick a new cantrip and 2 new spells. And if you have questions about them, let me know. But based on their name, you can probably guess what they do. And if you can't guess, let me know. I can help you.
Did I even use Friends like even one time?
No,
Just like a
but
single
at the
time?
same time, there wasn't a whole lot of opportunity for it. Where now you guys are going to be kind of in the open world, so you're going to have
Okay.
a lot more options to go do things. Where I was streamlining you before to get to this point, and now if I was streamlining you, now you've come out of the pathway into the open, and now you guys have a lot more you can do.
Oh, fuck.
So
Okay, could you just give me like a recommendation for a good cantrip and 2 more spells?
I can't.
I
I mean,
can.
I'll-
Whatever your
yeah.
whatever your best rec is, I'm probably just gonna do that.
Also, while you're finding that, hear me out. So I have all my cool spells, right? But I also have this spell called invisibility and see invisibility. So if I combine both, I can make people invisible and see the people who are invisible. Is that like, do people like, is that
I think
Are they both
I think they're
require
both
concentrations?
concentration. I think they're both.
You can only have one concentration
spells.
spell up at a time.
it's one says just, how do you know if it's
If
concentration?
it has a C next to the spell, like
No, the see invisibility doesn't, but invisibility does.
Okay.
See, invisibility does not. Yeah, it's not a concentration spell. It just lasts for an hour.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, you could do that. Yeah, that would be
But then
2
I'd get-
second level spells down.
Yeah, but I want enlarge and reduce because I need that for the ladies.
Oh my lord.
You shut the fuck up.
You
Please,
choose
God,
a
just
creature
shut the
or
fuck up.
object
God
you can see
damn it.
within range.
Dude, are you kidding me? I'm gonna be like the #1 prostitute in the area. I'll be like, listen. All right, never mind. I'm just gonna be quiet.
God damn
I'm
it.
surprised you don't want magic mouth, man.
Wait, what does that do?
Oh, why did you even tell him?
Wait,
man?
what does that do? What does that do?
What does that mouth do?
Magic
Oh,
mouth. You put a
God.
magical mouth on an object that does whatever you want it to. So you don't even need a woman anymore. You just put a magic mouth on your backpack,
So-
and
Christ.
you're good.
We really only have
wait.
5 party members and then extra and an extra bag
sorry.
holder for a 6th
Wait, wait. I'm so sorry. One question. Commander, did you just suggest that Pete gets a magical flashlight? Because
Yes.
it feels like you just suggested.
Wait, no,
That
I'm
is
actually
exactly
so
what I
glad you said
suggested.
that because I just read on enlarge reduce and you can't target what you enlarge. It just enlarges your whole person. So I'm totally switching. All right, thank you. All right, I'm taking magic mouth. That shit's
All
super.
y'all.
You got it, man.
It's only 1 minute. Oh wait, it's casting 1 minute. Okay.
What do
Yeah,
you mean
it
it's only
takes
1
1
minute?
minute. It
It's,
takes 1 minute to
its duration.
That's all
You're
gonna
only gonna need 10
Its
seconds.
duration is permanent. Joe, I'm gonna make us so much money. Y'all have no idea.
Hey, buddy, you want to fuck this dagger? It's got a mouth on it.
Oh, Bunny, a really good spell.
Fucking it.
Counter spell is very good.
Oh, what's counterspell?
When someone
There's
goes
so
to
much
cast a
potential
spell
for
at you,
that.
you can use counter spell and
so-
totally cancel it. Remember when that dude
Oh,
just canceled your
cool.
spell?
Oh,
Yeah,
sick.
you cast
fuck
that
that
fire
guy.
spell, and you were. I was like, he cast counterspell, and you were like, what? Fuck that guy. What? I just didn't
Yeah.
do anything then. That's you could do that to other
Yeah,
people.
I
can
was
do-
so pissed.
And I can't
I
take
was so
counter spell.
pissed.
So I think the only people who can are honestly our warlocks.
Cool. I
Warlocks,
took that.
wizards. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have any wizards though,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
And in this
Oh,
group,
sick.
you and Wembo are the only ones that can take counterspell. Yeah,
Wait, that's so
counterspell
cool because-
is like giving the finger to me. If you ever wanted to say "fuck you, Commander," I could be like, "This guy's casting a spell." You'd be like, "Yeah, counterspell it." I'd be like, "Oh, okay, never mind."
It's very, very good.
Okay, so that's
I am
one.
so hype right
What
now.
are
need
2
another
more
one?
cantrips?
Oh,
I need
cantrip?
2 more cantrips.
Okay. hang
Oh,
on.
one oh wait, fuck. I'm sorry. 1 more known spell and 1 more cantrip.
Okay.
Sick. With counterspell, if it's
True,
third
Beardman.
level or if it's
All of
third
your
level or
spells-
lower.
All of your spells upcast to 3rd level. So there's basically you cast at the highest level possible as a warlock. So even if you have a 1st level spell, it auto casts at 3rd level.
Oh, cool.
So it doesn't honestly matter, because they all get boosted up as you gain in level. That's what makes warlocks kind of cool. You only get
Sick.
2 spells, but they're cast at the strongest level they possibly can be.
Ooh, okay. Wait, fuck, does counterspell take up a spell slot?
It uses a spell slot.
Fuck, okay. Wait, what's 1 more cantrip that I should get?
Did you need 1 more spell, or did you just need a cantrip?
I need 1 more spell and one more
Okay,
cantrip.
I'll look for both.
You guys got
Do you
some
want
time.
what kind of spell? Do you want a more utility, or do you want like damage?
Healing if possible, because I feel like I keep almost dying.
There is. This isn't healing, but this will stop you from taking damage. You can look at
Okay.
mirror image.
Oh, okay.
I think you also get blur,
Ooh.
which blur is pretty good. I'm double checking.
That is a 2nd level illusion.
No, you don't get blur. Unlucky.
Oh, but a creature is unaffected by this if it can't see. Well, if
Yeah,
it has
but I
true sight.
mean-
Well, then again.
How often are you
Yeah,
gonna come
I mean, I
across
get
blind
that.
people?
I don't know, Commander. How often are we gonna come across blind people?
I don't know. That
Turns
sounded.
into a completely blind
It did,
campaign.
It sounded. So that would be one.
Just trying to vibe. I just aspire to vibrations.
Another one would be Vampiric Touch.
What kind of warlock is Isabella? Sounds like she would have loved Pact of the Undying. I think
Cool. Someone just told me about that today.
I think she is. Can't remember a fiend. I think she's fiend.
Yeah, I'm a fiend. Oh, Battlemaster D20. I just have like this one spell that I can do that
fiend.
makes that's like undying something. It's the one where I get a zombie friend.
Raise Dead, I think, or not Raise Dead.
Yeah.
Animate Dead. Sorry, I think that's what it is. Did you look at Vampiric Touch? You might like that one too. It does damage and it heals you.
Oh,
So
sick.
if you
so
want
it's like the
something
Hungering Dagger.
Yeah, but it's better.
It's better.
Because you get the
Better,
suck.
okay. Bro, why are you so horny today?
What?
Like, can you please calm down?
Whatever.
Okay, so
I
that should
think
cover
that's
you
it.
for those. I know you need a cantrip.
Yeah, one more cantrip. Blade Ward. I could just have like
Go ahead.
No, I'm good.
I was just gonna say I was surprised that Blake didn't use his sword at any point yet. Just didn't get a chance.
I don't have a form that can use a sword yet.
Ah. When do you get one of those?
The forms? I don't know. When do I meet a creature that can use the sword? Yeah, you're the one who needs to answer that, not me.
Guess that'll happen when it happens.
Yeah, it'll happen when it happens. I'm not in a rush.
All right. Does anyone need to do anything else for their level ups? Any questions, comments, concerns? Otherwise, we can roll onward.
No, I just need to find a cantrip for Bunny. Bunny, you might want to check out Prestidigitation if you haven't seen it. It's a really cool spell, and it's basically only limited by your imagination.
Ooh.
Within the realms of what the DM allows. But that's also debatable on your imagination.
Wait, what is that even? Wait, what?
It's a cantrip that kind of like lets you do anything. It lets you snuff a flame, unlock a lock, push open a window, change the color of your pants. Fucking does. It's a Swiss Army knife.
What are the rules? Is there a rule?
There are specific things that it does. It just.
You can instantly light or snuff out a candle, torch, or small campfire. So whatever that amount of flame is, imagine that you set that behind on someone's cloak, for example, in a bar, right? Like all of a sudden someone's cloak starts on fire, and to cause a distraction, for example. You can clean or soil an object. So if we're all dirty and disgusting, you can be our cleaner if you wanted to.
Oh. Okay.
You can chill, warm, or flavor up to 1 cubic feet of non-living material for an hour. So if you have disgusting food, you can make it taste good. You can make things warm if they're cold. That's kind of useful.
Can I make food?
You cannot make food.
Damn.
You can make a color, a small mark, or symbol appear on an object or surface for 1 hour. So that's kind of neat.
That's
and then you
interesting.
Can
I feel like.
Yeah, it's quite. You can do some crazy stuff depending on how much your imagination goes with it. But
Okay, I choose that one. Can I heal myself with this?
You cannot.
Probably not.
Oh God, who is
Your
Scooter Cat and
healers-
why do they have a posse with them?
Your healers are going to be me, Whip, Jerome now, who has a healing spell, I think. So we're going to be the 3 people who can mostly heal you, or healing potions, or the vampiric touch if you're in combat.
My healing
hungering
I really only have 1 healing spell. That's not even that useful.
It's a pretty good healing spell. Well,
Cure
I'm in other
wounds.
forms, so I can heal outside of combat, but I normally can't heal inside of combat.
Yeah, but mine's only a 1-time spell, right?
I mean, that's a pretty good spell, and you can
1d8
upcast it too.
plus 4.
You can cast it at
what's
a
my
higher level too.
Oh yeah.
One
true.
more question.
Yeah.
What's my new H? Do we get like a level up in HP as well?
It should auto do it.
It already
Oh,
auto
cool.
did it for you.
Awesome.
I think we're good to go then, right, Commander?
I think we're good.
Yeah, I believe so. So, let me double check everything's good here. We got this set up. Everyone seems good. There's a little background noise coming from someone at the moment. If we can get back into playing. Let's see. Can you make me co-host, please? There we go.
Yeah, sorry. I thought I did that earlier.
You're good. You're good. Okay, got all the cameras set up. We got the slideshow rolling with the beautiful art made by Volcrit Art on Twitter. Go follow him. Super awesome guy. Also working on creating my another character that I'm working on called Gilbert the Goblin, who I will be rolling out here pretty soon. He's kind of like a VTuber almost, where I'll be kind of putting myself behind Gilbert the Goblin and doing some TikToks and some other things. So that should be pretty fun. It's a little project I'm working on to see. You know, I'm figuring it out. I don't think it's ever been done before, so we'll see. With that said, welcome everybody in the chat. Welcome to Out of Time, episode 10. Last we left off, and this is a nice little bump for Whip Tracks as well, who was not here last week. But we actually just had a huge battle. The group essentially, well, I'll start from not too far back. They found out that in the city of Neo-Toras, which is where they started their journey, in this large city, there was something fishy going on. The people of the city were being experimented on by some unknown entity. And with that, they did some digging. They made some allies, made some friends, and found out that there was a demon named Raziel who was experimenting on people for unknown reasons. Now, as they got more and more information, they made more and more friends and found out just how dire the situation was as lightning started striking around the city and mass amounts of people started going missing. People were dying. It was scary. So they decided that they were going to go out and try and fix the issue and take down this Raziel person. They made friends with one of the insider people, one of the kids who was being used as a kind of vessel for the experiments, and this kid kind of knew his way into the back alleys of the laboratory, so they made their way there, fought through some baddies, found some really weird technological items and machines and things like that, things they'd never seen before, stuff that really interested Jerome, our artificer. And as they continued through, they found their way to the very top of Neo-Toras. The city is hierarchical. It's a hierarchy. So the rich people at the top, poor people at the bottom. They found their way to the very top where the king and the queen live in their palace, and found out the king and the queen were both missing, and the palace had been abandoned. And they made their way through there and found their way to Raziel's laboratory. There they got into a huge battle with a large demon bodyguard that was protecting Raziel. And from there, after defeating him, they confronted Raziel himself, a crotchety old demon with leathery skin and beady white eyes. Brown horns come off the top of his head. He's thin and disgusting and has these large, creepy hands. And he limply, crotchetily came towards the party as they attacked and fired arrows at him and cast spells at him, and he didn't budge. Arrows hit him in the neck, and he plucked them out of his neck with no problem. A terrifying creature, but one that is, again, old and weak-looking. And after fighting him for a while, he started to show signs of wear, cuts and stabs and burn marks. And from there, he decided to rid his laboratory of the rats, the mice that had infested, and by the mice I mean our players, who had annoyed him to the point where he decided to throw them into a prototype time machine. Now, the players don't even know that it is a prototype time machine, but they got guesses as he says things like, I wonder if your family will see you in the future. I wonder if this or that will be there in 50 years. And he threw them into this portal. Now, as they twisted and turned through this giant black and white portal. Their bodies were ripped apart and put back together multiple times. Their faces and arms stretched out to infinity and back. They appear in a bustling city in the future. Unaware of their surroundings, all sorts of people surround them. As the party looks around at each other, raindrops falling on their heads. No song needed. Drip, drip, drop. And people look at them in awe. They all are sitting on their butts. The party is sitting on their butts in the middle of a street, a large street where people are bustling and walking around them. And these people look different than you have ever seen. Similar races, you see goblins standing around, you see humans and elves, orcs, but they look strange. Some of them have metal limbs. You see an orc with a metal arm, and the arm has these whizzing and whirring parts on its elbow that lets it bend and unbend. That orc kind of tilts his head at you, and he's got piercings on his tusks that hang down like hoop earrings. The people all stand there staring at you, and you can hear the echo of whatever explosion you made when you arrive bouncing off the buildings. A few people take a step back, and one guy, a human, with a neon green mohawk and a leather jacket. He's got some kind of muffs on his ears, these strange looking plugs you would think, based on your knowledge, something that you would wear when it's cold outside, but they're making some kind of noise as he takes them off his head, and that noise gets louder. You recognize music coming from these strange earmuffs. And from there, he says, "Yo, that was sick." You guys okay? You guys look fucked up. And he kind of reaches his hand out to grab Whiptrax's hand to like lift her up off the ground. Grab Nara's hand. Do you grab his hand to lift yourself up?
No, I think that I would just like get up myself.
Okay. You look around and Solus is nowhere to be found.
Oh God.
Solus, your best friend, your companion, is not with you.
Solus. More like so long.
Presumably left behind.
Oh my God.
Wait,
Squelch! Did Squelch make it? I don't see him.
Whoa, man, calm down, bro. You good?
No!
I don't mind. We're actually just lurkers, so don't mind us.
I don't think we would know what that means.
You
We wouldn't. I just wanted to do it.
Guys, Squelch is gone.
Hey, everyone, give him some space. Give him some space.
And whose fault is that, you fucker? Sorry.
Guys,
I feel like
calm
Isabella
down,
has a lot of
calm
rage,
down.
like-
We need to get our bearings.
The
excuse me, sir. What's your name?
I'm Zax.
So I'm actually not damaged at all. I
you a
actually
Nothic?
because I reverted forms, all my damage was in my other form. So I'm
Okay.
like full hit points and
Okay.
everything.
Oh, that's what you're saying. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So as far like I might be banged up, but I'm not like cut up and bloody.
You actually
Zim-
look kind of in place here. Of your party here, Zim, you look somewhat in place with the tattoos on your face, the outfit that you wear. You look somewhat out of place, but not too out of place. The only thing you're missing is some earrings and some cybernetic enhancements, some like more earrings and maybe some different hairstyle. But for the most part, you look like you could belong here. You could.
Can you tell us where we are precisely? I'm a little bit discombobbled.
Yeah. You're in Neo-Toras. Where'd you guys come from? You guys aren't allowed to use magic in the city. People are staring.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Hang on a second. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the wonderful circus performers called Les Trucks. Hopefully you enjoyed our performance. Thank you, one and all. You can find us here later at the week, and I hope you all have a wonderful day ahead of yourselves.
Isabella's just
gonna
like
bow.
chuckling in the corner.
A few people give you like
We will be passing out bags for any sort of tips or anything like that. Give a round of
Fucker.
applause for our performers here.
you guys might want to get off the streets. He kind of points to a few people who are walking away from the crowd, and they look like they're talking into some kind of small devices, some rectangular small devices. And he said, "Those people look like snitches to me."
Do you know where we could go? Do you have it just?
Yeah, do you know a hotel?
You go on without me. Go on without me. Go. And a few people who seem to have been walking with him, looks like they are part of a band together. You now
sick.
notice that there is another guy who is a half-orc, and he is all tatted up and has also a mohawk, but his is neon blue, and it kind of hangs over to the side a little bit, almost like a comb over. And he's holding onto a guitar case, which you guys recognize. You recognize a guitar case. It's one of the very few familiar things that you recognize. And yeah, he's like, all right, yeah, we'll just meet you there. Be careful. These people look fucking weird. And he kind of walks off. The woman who's with him also walks away. She looks like a halfling woman. She walks with him. Little background noise I'm hearing from someone. Just double checking on that.
I hear it too.
There we go. Got
It's
it.
gone.
Got it. So they walk away, and this guy, whose name is Zax, Z-A-X, Zax, he's got drumsticks on either side of his belt that are kind of like hooked onto his belt, and he's kind of like leaning down on his knees, and he stands up and he says, "Yeah, come with me."
Nice wood you got there.
I don't know if I mean, do you guys have any money? You got any credits?
What's the current currency here?
Credits.
We have gold.
No, we do not have the current currency here. Is there an exchange?
What do you got?
Gold.
We have
Mad gold.
Gold hasn't been used for years.
We're old-fashioned.
I know someone who might take some gold. I guess I'll take you there. I don't know if it's safe though.
What do you mean by safe?
Okay.
I wouldn't say that I trust them very much, but I mean, every once in a while we get tipped in gold. We have to go someplace to pawn it off.
Sounds like a good place to go then.
All right. Yeah. Sure. Are you guys? Fuck it. And he kind of he's like, all right, let's go. So what do you guys do?
I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow him, and I'm gonna try to glean as much information about where we're at as I can. So I'm gonna ask a bunch of questions, and people can chime in when they want to too. as well.
Yeah, I'll come.
Jerome notices that Kathrak is like in a really bad state right now, so he just puts his hand on his shoulder. I'm just gonna cast Cure Wounds, like just to do it.
Oh,
Sounds good.
thank you.
I'm casting it and I'm rolling it.
Oh yeah. Cure wounds.
Did it roll? It says it's a 5.
Yeah. So let me check our.
Oh, here we go.
Dice
Oh, I
thing
casted
here.
it twice by accident.
It also didn't go into roll 20.
It did not go into roll 20.
Let me
Weird.
try it one more time. Cast here. Boom. Cast.
You might have to.
You may have to refresh roll 20.
Okay. Refresh roll 20.
And D&D Beyond.
Might have to refresh D&D Beyond too. Hit the refresh button on both. Might as well.
Okay. Just go back to
there we go.
spells.
Looks like some other people maybe need to as well.
All right. Cast. Did it work now?
No. Yeah, there. Nope.
Oh, that's me. I was just
That's-
checking if mine worked.
Yeah,
Weird.
I don't know why, but my cantrips also aren't working for some reason.
It says you're refreshing here. I will refresh on my end. Maybe that's what we need to do.
You
then-
might have to uninstall the extension and reinstall it too.
Oh,
it
man,
says
that shouldn't have to.
it says 7, by the way. Can we just?
Okay, yeah, that's fine. We can take
Alright,
a 7,
just-
but I just want it for the future as well. So,
Yeah, no worries.
everyone try refreshing roll 20 and D&D Beyond, please.
Yeah, I'm not seeing prestidigitation.
And Kithrak, you can give yourself 7 HP really quick.
Okay.
That should be underneath spells, underneath cantrips. Did you go there?
Yeah, I'm in cantrips and yeah, spells, cantrips.
Thank you for the
Yeah, all I'm seeing is friends, hex, and suggestion.
Okay. That means go to manage spells and go to known spells and make sure you hit on the side of those spells learn.
Oh, yeah. Which one did you want? What was your new cantrip that you got? Do you remember?
I just got the prestidigitation one.
Okay, I'll add that for you. And then what were your 2 spells that you learned? Do you remember?
Oh, sweet Lord Jesus.
Because I'm just gonna learn it for you.
I got
Counterspell?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Vampiric
counterspell
touch.
and vampiric. Yeah.
Okay, got it. All right, go ahead and refresh your
animate
character sheet. And it should work for you. Pete, go ahead and try using the thing again.
It's rolling the dice on my screen, but it's not on my D&D Beyond, but it's not rolling in Roll20. I don't know why.
That's super strange. Let's see. Are you using the same browser for both? Like,
Same
like you normally
browser.
do?
Same browser.
Oh, I'm also still not seeing prestidigitation under cantrips.
I can see it there. If you on your character sheet, I'm on your character sheet right now.
I'm seeing friends, hex, suggestion, vampiric text. I can just reload it, but
Yeah, it should be under cantrips. If you go on your character sheet where it says actions and then spells, if you click on spells, it should be under there. I see it.
oh, there it is. Okay, cool.
There you go.
That's not a cantrip. It's an at-will. Okay, I knew that.
All
Oh,
right.
for some
Thanks for
reason,
being patient,
20
everybody.
is on in my extensions.
Oh, okay. Yeah, add
there you
Beyond
go.
20 back into your extensions. If it's not working for you, add Beyond 20 back into your extensions.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I knew it was something to do with the extension.
Cool. So yeah, I'm gonna ask him like questions like
How do people tend to travel around here?
Wait, never mind. It's in. I have Beyond 20.
How do people tend to travel around here? He kind of looks back at you and he goes, "Where are you from, man?"
A very remote area in comparison. We're used to traveling by horses.
Did you guys like fuck up your routine or something? How'd you end up here?
Well, it's a long story.
That I don't know if
I mean,
we are comfortable disclosing all information about.
you guys are not like any circus I've ever seen.
That's true.
Or a secret circus.
You mentioned people aren't allowed to cast magic. Why is that?
It's the way it's always been, man. I guess magic is, I don't know, unpredictable, dangerous. They always tell us people who cast magic can't be trusted.
How
Well, what
long
about-
has that been implemented?
I mean, ever since I was like a baby, so I don't know. Listen, man, I didn't really pass all my tests as a student, so
That's fair.
do you what do you guys, what's your like axe, like are you like a, well, I know she juggles, and he points over to Isabella, who is failing to juggle.
I'm gonna ask him. Hey, do you by chance know if any Vidalkins are here?
Yeah. There's Vidalkins all around.
Do you know a hangout where a lot of them go to, and that you could take me to?
Not necessarily, no. They're kind of sparse. They don't really group. But anyway, hey, this walk's gonna be just a little while. You guys, maybe we should, I don't know. You guys seem kind of
Beat up?
like somebody's, I don't know, you seem on edge. Seem on
Yeah,
edge.
no, for sure. Do you know a hotel where we could go?
We need to get money first there, Bonnie, because we don't have any in the current form.
Yeah, yeah, I'm leading you guys,
Hey, how much?
I
how
promise,
much do you,
I promise, I'm leading you guys to a pawn shop.
No, really quick. How much do you usually pawn your gold for credits? How much does 1 gold get you in credits?
Usually a gold will get you half a credit.
What the fuck?
Do you have some credits you want to trade right now for some gold?
No, no. I'd much rather not. You know.
I'm gonna roll a perception check really quick, just to like look where we're walking past. Just to see,
Sure,
like,
yeah. So I was just about to describe that. So you don't need to roll a perception check for it. If you have something specific you're looking for, let me know, and I'll use your first perception check there, the 24.
I'm looking for.
Let me describe it first.
I'm looking for like. Okay.
So, as you guys are walking, first of all, it is bright, but it's nighttime, which is interesting to you. This is something that you have not seen before. So there are neon signs and windows lit up, lights blaring down that make like a slight zzz noise around you. Little background noise. Again, make sure that you're muting and unmuting when you want to talk.
I think that's you, Bunny.
Oh, what? Sorry.
Oh, just making sure you mute and unmute when you're, not talking. It's just, the background noise is all. So the neon signs kind of make that like bzzz noise as you walk by them. And the buildings around you are taller than you've ever seen before. You got the name of the city, by the way, which was Neo-Toras. So the city you were in was Neo-Toras. The city you're at right now is Neo-Toras. Looking around, it looks nothing like you remember it. In fact, based on your perception check, Jerome, you would imagine that there's only two options. One, Neo-Toras, the city that you're in right now, is a recreation in another spot, like they recreated the city somewhere, or the city was completely leveled and rebuilt from the ground up. Because the palace is no longer there, the hierarchy of the city is no longer there. It's no longer built on, the rich at the top, poor at the bottom. It's very level. In fact, the mountain that you remember Neo-Toras being built into is completely gone. You do not see a mountain anywhere in vision. But you also can't really see past most of the buildings. So if you were to get on top of a building, you might be able to get a better vantage point. But right now you're on the street, down below.
Hey, Zax, do you know, there's a church here, right?
No.
Never mind. I thought I was just thinking about something else. My bad. Never mind.
Yeah. So how did you guys end up here again? I'm sorry for prying. He's walking and like looking back and talking at the same time.
We're travelers, kind of vagabonds, and I just kind of stumbled in, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, so what shops are we passing by right now?
Sure. So with your 24, it's hard to tell because they have strange names that aren't as descriptive as you remember. So back in the day, you could walk by a smithing shop and it would be called like Jason's Smithery. But right now you're walking past stores that are like the Shakes.
Yeah, but what do I see through the windows?
Most of them are pretty dimmed out, is the problem. They either have curtains or are dimmed to the point where you can't really see inside of them. And you get this weird sense that the people you're walking around with right now don't really like people in their business. The city is not... it's not open like it was before. Before there were town squares and you could walk into any tavern and hear that familiar diddling of the bell as you open the door and have somebody go, "Hey, hello there, what can I get you to drink?" You don't feel like you could do that here because at every building, at every doorway, there's someone standing there with a cigarette in their mouth, cross-armed, and they look angry. There are people that are sitting in cardboard boxes on the edges of the streets that, as you walk by, they look like the peasants from before, but they look maybe even less wealthy in comparison to what you see around you. So before, you had the slums, and if you imagine medieval times, the slums, they looked bad, but the main city didn't look that much better. I mean, it looked better, but not that much better. Whereas right now, the homeless people that you're looking at, they look beaten, downtrodden, starving. Like, if you were to reach out and give them a few of your gold pieces, they would probably faint from happiness. They look desperate. A couple of them are missing limbs that you assume they may have sold. They look that desperate. Okay.
Fucking Christ! Can I please give them some of my gold pieces?
You can if you want. We can come back to them in just a second.
Okay.
So, with that, again, the buildings around you are all named strangely. There's no visual indicators about where you are in the city. There's no, like, you are here map or spot for you to, like, see, you know, a good vantage point of the city. It's just all towering dark buildings around you with bright lights shining off of them.
Hey, Zax, what's in the shakes? What's in the shake store, by the way? Because we're kind of new to this town, so.
Oh, shakes. That's well, if you guys need some extra money, you can sell like your fingers and shit there.
Your fingers?
Yeah.
What the fuck do you mean?
Is that the only thing? Like, they only want body parts there?
Oh no, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I've never been in, but I've heard story.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I've never been in before.
That?
Why
do
you
they
know
want
what
that?
stores are what without going in all of them?
I guess word of mouth. Sometimes you just know, I guess, or just walking in there. I mean, on Wednesdays and Sundays, we do the big walkthrough where everyone just kind of comes out. It's kind of like a big party out here in the streets, and we all go shopping, and that's where I usually make most of my money. And he kind of like pulls out the drumsticks off of his side, and he kind of flips them around in his fingers. Puts them back.
Why do they want body parts though?
Fuck if I know, but they're worth some shit. Oh fuck, you guys are really dumb.
Yeah, we are.
Is there mercenaries in this town?
He's like, by the way, I'm not the smartest tool in the shed either. Okay, he says it just like that. He's like, I didn't mean that any offense by that.
Hey,
he's just looking at the way you're looking at him, and he's like, I didn't mean anything by it. Anyway, what was your question? Sorry.
Would you be able to take us to a location of knowledge, like a university? Or I don't know universities actually.
Listen, I don't have that much time. I'm gonna drop you off at the pawn shop, and I gotta split. But,
okay, that's fine.
It's appreciated, Zach. My question for
Can we find a? Okay, you asked a question
first. Is that mercenary group still? Is that still a thing?
No clue what you're talking about.
Hey, do you
people
have a map?
for hire to take care of, ruffian things.
Oh, no.
Yeah, where can we find some jobs? We're trying to find some extra work.
You keep cutting him off from answering my question, Jerome.
Sorry.
You're not gonna find a job like that. What was your name?
Zim. With
Zim.
X.
Zim. Listen, yeah, pal. You're not gonna find any jobs enforcing the law or some shit around here, man. That's all left up to the police.
What are the police?
Someone you don't want to run into. They're
not like the city guard.
Sure. I would say they're probably more cold, hard, mechanical. Not as nice.
Fuck the police.
Dude. Yeah. Sure. Listen, pawn shop's around the corner, and he's like stops in his tracks. He's like, pawn shop's around the corner. Just take a right up at the edge of that building up there. And yeah. All right, I gotta run. Peace. He starts like kind of walking away.
Interesting. Anyone else noticed that?
What? Notice what?
What?
The way he reacted when we brought up the police.
When you said "fuck the police," yes,
Yeah.
he did have a very weird reaction when you
Yeah.
said
Did.
it.
What
It
are
had a
you,
nice
what are
ring
you in
to it.
reference to?
Oh,
What?
it did, didn't? No, but it was almost
like-
like
yeah,
the
yeah,
same
we'll come
way
back
that
to
you have, like really controlling parents right? And then you badmouth the parents and someone freaks out. You know, that's what it kind of seemed like almost authoritarian like.
Almost like when we talked to that mouse that couldn't talk about its owner. Yeah.
Exactly like that. What was the demon's name there?
The demon or the
Razio.
Yeah.
We need to ask some people around here, but I think we got to be really careful.
Perception check on who
Is
we
he
see
still
around
wait?
us.
Is he still walking away?
Give me a second. So I'll answer your question in just a second because I got to come back to Bunny as well. So I was just waiting for a chance to jump in here. So first thing, as new players to D&D, the first thing that you should know is I want you to take a second. If you haven't done it already, I want you to take a second and think about how your character would be acting in this situation right now. Your character, I would imagine, would not be normal right now. Would not be not freaking out. You were just thrown into a portal and transported somewhere that you have no clue. You're not sure if you're on another planet right now. You just know that the name of the city that you're in has the same ending to the one that you came from, Taurus. That's the only information that you have. Other than that, you know that the races that are around you are similar, but everything looks completely different. The people are talking completely different. The buildings around you look completely alien and insane. Those of you from Drudgemore, so that's Zim and Kathrak, both of you guys, you recognize the dreariness. You recognize the feeling of dreariness around you, and you even, I will say, with your experience, you recognize the feeling of overwhelming control around you. You recognize that mafia kind of control around you, where it's like nobody wants to talk bad about whoever's in power right now, and you get that feeling just from the way that people are acting and the things that you see around you and your environment. You can just tell that it's very similar to kind of your home area, okay? That's all that I'm going to give you in terms of what your character knows. The rest of it, your character should either A, be freaking out, or B, confused, C, desperate for answers. I wouldn't think that they would be calm right now. So this is just me as your DM kind of having you take a second to step into your character's shoes, really, and think about what your character would be thinking. For example, are you thinking about anyone you love right now? What about them? Like, you don't know where they're at or if you'll ever get to see them again right now. To some of you, maybe your entire family just died just now and you're alone with these people who you've known for 3 days. Okay, you guys have only known each other for 3 days, reminder.
Guys, on the count of 3, we should all break off and run in different directions as fast as we can. I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out. My heart is pounding. The anxiety.
Honestly,
Where are we? Where are we?
Yeah, I don't even know. Would Nara even care? She's only been in the woods, so this could just be like another city, you know?
Commander, I run north.
Okay, hold on. One at a time. Okay, so take some time. Are you making fun of me, Webbo?
No, I run north 30 paces. Like, if there's a wall, like, I run into it. I'll take the damage. I run north 30 paces. I just run. I run. I the North Star. I look up.
Okay.
Okay. So Pox kind of sprints forward in a dash and then just kind of falls to their knees and
I'm gonna roll a perception check.
Where are we?
Before we go to the pawn strap, I want to roll a perception check on people that I see around me right now.
Okay.
Because
I've had a question
need
first.
to ask questions.
Let me
Okay.
get Whip's thing first.
I don't know if she would really be freaking out though, right? Because this could just be another city. Like, she's only ever known the woods, right? So this could just be, I mean, you know.
To you, you may not be freaking out, but there is one thing that you would be freaking out about.
I would, yeah. You're right.
And I don't know how you would react about that.
I don't know. I think I would just be looking around everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Zim gets incredibly controlling when he's freaking out.
Okay.
If you haven't noticed.
All right, and then Jerome, what did you want to do?
I rolled a perception to see just look around the people, like what people around me.
Okay, I'm using your 24 from earlier for all your perceptions in this specific scenario.
Okay.
So the people that you see around you, again, a lot of them are holding up umbrellas. Umbrellas are something that you know, so there's some familiarity there. It's normal. There's not like some crazy machine or something that's keeping them from the rain. They are holding umbrellas and walking around. The clothes that you're seeing around you are very unique, and the races you are seeing around you are much more diverse than what you remember in Neo-Toras.
What races do I see around nearest me, like 20 feet?
You see a dragonborn, you see a couple humans, you see a goblin, actually you see 4 goblins, you see an Aarakocra sitting on the edge of a building, which is
What's
like
a
bird person.
Okay. Is it just 2 humans that are next to each other?
Yeah, they look like they're walking together with umbrellas. Boy
Are they
and
a
girl.
couple?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna approach them really quick. I'm gonna be like, hey guys, I have a quick question.
Wait, Jerome.
Wait.
Before you go, quick question. Come here. I want to whisper to Jerome.
Okay, I go back.
Jerome, what do you plan on asking that guy?
Just give me a second. Just
No. What do you? No. Because there might be questions we shouldn't ask.
I
don't know where
As
we're
I
at.
see them talking
no
to this, I'm gonna look over.
where I
time,
am
one time.
right now.
Yes, I know. So I think maybe if you walk up and ask that couple, maybe you might ask the wrong thing. I think we should probably let's calm down. All right, I've got my bearings. I tripped. I found myself in the dirt. Okay, look. Do you see that right there, Commander? Is there a street light?
Yeah.
Or what would it?
Yeah,
Do you see that
there's
right
a street light that's
there?
blaring down on you right now.
See that lantern, that weird glowing lantern? We saw things similar to that in Raziel's lair. Okay. What's the name of the place we're in? Where are we? What's the name?
Neo-Toras.
Does anybody?
Neo-Toras.
Neo-Toras. Does Jerome
Neo-Toras.
know that Neo means new?
One of us knows language. Somebody's got to know language.
You could guess that.
Me,
Sure.
I know
Yeah.
languages.
Yeah, sure.
I
Why
know
not?
stuff.
All we know, guys,
What is-
I
does
know
it-
one thing about this entire situation, and that the city Neo-Toras stands for New Taurus, which is a sign that this is a new Taurus that we've been in before. That's all I know.
Okay,
but I
guys,
have
group
no
huddle,
clue what's
group
going on.
huddle, group
I don't know
huddle.
if I've ever been to
Bring it in,
Taurus.
get
Bring
in
it in.
here.
Let's bring it in.
Are we
Let's
really
bring
gonna
it in.
group huddle in
Sorry,
the middle of the road? People are gonna start looking at us.
I don't care.
No.
Right
We're back. Can we say to the couple and just kind of be? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He didn't. We're
drunk.
good. We're figuring stuff out. We're looking for directions, but I think we're good.
Thrax sits
Sorry.
on the
Sorry about
floor, silent.
Your fur is just getting matted and wet, and you're just pissed.
Around Kathrak. Okay.
Are
Now,
we in
here's
the
the
middle of the street? Like,
you
are we?
are. Yeah. You're
Well, I
in the
imagine
middle
we
of the
would go
street,
to,
but
like,
there's
the
no
side.
vehicles. There's no vehicles
Okay.
like going by you right now, and you have not seen a vehicle yet, so
Okay.
don't assume that there are any right now. The guy also didn't answer your question about how people get around. Really, he didn't really answer it.
I know.
Bunny,
If I
you
cast,
walk up to a homeless person,
Ooh,
right?
fuck, I'm
Or no?
sorry. Yes, we should probably get our credits first, though.
You have gold on you that
Okay,
you
so I'm just.
you would know that gold isn't as useful as credits, but you can change gold to credits. You know that. So if you're desperate to give them some help right now, you can. I don't know. I don't want to push your character in any direction. I want you to decide what Isabella would do. You're getting soaked in rain. The people around you that you walk up to are kind of like, please help us.
So I give them 2 credits.
You don't have credits. You have
Not
gold.
2 credits, but here's 2 gold, friend. Oh, I also cast prestidigitation, so I put a little flame. Can I do a little flame? But I do it under my cloak so no one can see, and I just give them some warmth.
Okay.
No?
So Isabella, you cast prestidigitation under kind of your cloak a little bit to just make like a little fire. You give them 2 gold pieces. Both of them each kind of go to grasp your hand to grab the gold pieces out of them, and the guy grabs it first. There's a girl next to him, and she grabs his hand, and they start kind of and
So I give
rolling
her
around.
2 more gold pieces. Oh fuck.
So
give her 2 gold pieces.
So yeah, you reach out to give her 2 more gold pieces, and he snatches them out of your hand. The guy snatches them, and then
Okay,
he
you know
like
what? Fuck
scrambles
you.
up off the ground.
Isabella.
I cast friends on both of you bitches.
You can only pick one.
Isabella, could you come here real quick? Isabella, hey.
I'm in the middle of something. I cast friends on the guy.
Isabella.
Okay.
Isabella, wait. Isabella,
Hold
wait.
on.
I just can't
Yes,
get
what, is it? What do you want?
All right. He fails his check for friends, so he is now your friend. He stops in his track with the 4 gold pieces, and he turns around and he goes, hey.
How about, hey, what's up, man? Can you give her those 2 gold pieces? Cool.
Oh yeah, here you go.
Awesome.
And he kind of hands them to her, and she snatches them out of his hand, and she walks away.
So let me just talk to this guy since we're friends, since we're homies. So, quick question: where's the nearest hotel that we can get to? Also, is there any dead people around here?
I love you so much.
That's quite the question. Hey, yo, you know where anyone's died recently around here?
It makes sense because she's a Kalastar who would not know social cues. Any deaders in the chat? So he says, I don't know anything about any hotels, but dead people? They usually get cleaned up by the street sweepers.
When and where?
Hold on, let me look at my watch. And he kind of like brings his wrist up, and there actually is a wristwatch on his wrist, but it's not ticking anymore, and he kind of puts it up to his ear and taps on it.
Oh, so he's crazy.
And
so
he
I
goes,
pressed the crazy for awesome.
Yeah, and he
So
goes,
fun.
well, broken clock's right twice a day. I don't know when the street sweepers come through. Based on my intuition, soon. Are you single?
Andrew, I just broke up with my boyfriend, man. That's like not funny. That's like
I didn't even think of it that way. It wasn't even like that. He's
really
your friend.
Jerome walks up to her.
That's not what I meant.
Nah, she's with me, dog.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, we're just friends anyway.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna take 5.
You're good. I did not mean it like that at all. It was supposed to be like a funny moment. I'm sorry.
Are we? We should probably start heading over to the pawn shop.
Cool.
Bella.
Okay, awesome. Should we take this guy because he could just be like more
No,
information?
you should leave him there, and we should walk and talk.
What? You guys don't want me around? I'm cool. I'm hip. He starts doing like this.
Come on, he could be the new Squelch. I miss Squelch so much.
I'm walking away.
Wait, everybody, wait. He
Damn
says,
it.
the homeless guy says, wait, I have something very important to tell you. And he kind of walks up to Jimmy, who's like sitting on the ground, and he goes, and then he walks away.
Fucking hate you.
Can I rip his heart out? Just kidding. I think I'm just gonna walk away.
What do y'all have against?
We need to set some ground rules. We don't know
We should
where
be
we
careful.
are. We don't know
We should be
when
careful
we
with
are.
how we use magic.
Yeah, that guy was pretty scared
need
of
to
the
stop
police
using
force.
magic.
So
Please,
We
for
gotta
the
be
love
careful
of
with
Probably-
God.
magic.
we should probably tread lightly until we figure out where we are and what we're dealing with.
Also, the only one who looks semi-normal right now is me. I don't know if you guys have looked at what you look like comparative to everyone else.
Oh, wait a minute.
Commander.
I'll say
can I-
Bunny,
Oh, yeah.
Isabella could pass as somebody from this city as well. The only problem being that she looks a little bit too normal for this city. You don't have enough tattoos or piercings or weird colored hair, but your clothes are pretty fitting.
Is there any chance I could like switch out animate dead for that mask spell instead?
Sure. Yep. Absolutely.
Cool.
So, we should go get money. We need money first, because right now the only way you ever get anything is with money. Then, because this person sounds like a shady person anyways, we might actually be able to ask him some questions about the city.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get clothes. and maybe some piercings, because everyone seems to have metal in their face for some reason, which seems totally asinine and unnecessary.
All right.
Haha,
Let's all
So
go
what
to
did
the
you
pawn
catch
shop.
on those things? They have little hoops in their noses. It's an easy thing
I'm
to
pretty
grab
sure
in a
Nara
fight.
has piercings everywhere. I don't know.
Yeah, you
Doesn't
do.
she?
You have like
Yeah.
a nose piercing that connects to your ear, and
Yeah,
yeah,
That's very not good for fighting. Just throwing that out there.
but it looks cool.
it does look very
so-
cool.
Yeah, but you grab it. Oh, that'd be
Nara,
so
the only thing that
painful.
is making you stand out right now is your clothing.
Yeah.
If you had different clothing, you'd blend in real well.
Okay.
Are we
With
at the
that,
pawn shop?
you also Nara, you kind of close your eyes and try to figure out where Solus is in the area around you, and you do not sense him within a mile of you, so you're not sure where he's at or what has happened to him, but you know, you don't know. So that's the good thing and the bad thing. It's a good thing and the bad thing.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So, with that, somebody asked me a question.
Are we at the pawn shop yet?
You guys, are you deciding to go there?
Oh,
Yeah,
we were
yeah.
walking and talking as we went there.
Just wanted to make sure. All right. So you guys walk together, and find your way to the pawn shop. So you take a right exactly where the guy told you to take a right, and getting a little bit of background noise. Sorry, Bunny.
Oh, my bad.
You're
Sorry,
good.
I'm just trying to find. What was the name of the illusion spell again?
Oh, if you go to your level up, so click on the anvil on the top right of your character sheet,
Oh, I'm there.
and then under class features, not spells. It's not a spell.
Oh,
It's under
okay.
class features and in your Eldritch Invocations. It's called Mask of Many Faces.
Okay. Because honestly, when is Undying Servitude gonna? Come on.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be better for certain situations and worse for others. So,
Let's do Mask of Many Faces.
All right.
Because even with that, I mean,
yeah,
if
you
I
could
can
you could really blend in right now if you had it. You could really blend in.
And I have it. I just changed it.
All right,
Can wait? One more question: is Charm Person an invocation or is that a spell slot?
that is a spell slot.
Okay, cool. But I can Friends is just a.
Cantrip. Yep. So
okay.
it's going to be Friends is going to be a weaker version of Charm Person. So, for example, with the Friends thing, I took it easy on you with the homeless guy because you were already kind of good in his eyes because you gave him money, so you didn't have to really do much talking. But like normally, if you cast Friends on somebody, it doesn't make them do whatever you want. It makes them more likely to do the things that you want, just more likely. That's all. So it gives you like advantage on your checks is all, on your persuasions and things. Whereas Charm Person, you could just tell somebody do something and they will have to do it type thing. So
Okay.
that's what makes Charm Person better. All right. So with that, you guys take a right at the building, and there in kind of a little offshoot to your right, there is a little hovel with 3 shops. And you're not sure which one of them is the pawn shop, but you see there are people kind of lingering about in this little square between buildings. So you take a right and you go into an alleyway and emerge into this small square with 3 shops and a few different people kind of standing around in the middle of the square. One of them is putting on some kind of little light show with bracelets. So he's kind of like spinning in circles and putting on this like little light show. And there are a few kids that look like teenagers who are like rollerblading around him. This is something that you've probably never seen before. So they have these wheels on the bottom of their feet that are allowing them to kind of propel themselves around.
They have weird circle shoes. Look at them spin.
Just ignore them. Ignore them.
I
It's like
want some.
cartwheels. They're cart shoes.
Just keep walking. Keep
I want
walking.
some of
I
that.
kind of. Come on, Tim. Come on. We can get some later.
I don't want them. They're just weird.
No, I want them. I want some.
Okay.
We can all
Nara
get some.
wants cart shoes.
We can all get.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got this. I'm gonna Jerome.
Coach
I think I can make those.
Light it.
Later. Yeah.
But
I'm just gonna go in the first store and see what it is.
We're like all like kind of like.
They do
staring
have
at them
signs
as they,
if you
like,
want to take a
rollerblading by.
guess.
Oh yeah, if they have signs, I will read the signs too.
Yeah. I too. Me too.
All right. So on the left side, so again, there's 3 stores, left, middle, right. So on your left is Jackslot. Jackslot, Jax hyphen lot, Jackslot. In the middle is Zero Grav. Zero Gravs, so the number 0 and then GRAV. And then on the right is Pokers. Pokers. Pokers.
Well, none of these say pawn shop, but pokers begins with a P and pawn begins with a P. I don't really know what a pawn
I'm
shop
going to
is,
pokers
to be
because
honest,
it
but
sounds like hookers. Let's go.
Yikes.
Wait, what are we doing about chess? What is this to do with?
credits. We're going for credits. Supposedly this place
yeah,
called the
yeah.
pawn shop can give us credits, but I don't know what a pawn shop is, to be honest. Maybe
Alright,
it's an
yeah, no,
exchange.
I'm in. Yeah.
All right.
Do you guys want to split up and
Jerome's
check
gonna
out
ask.
the?
Jerome's gonna ask someone really quick. Hey, which one here is the pawn shop?
Who do you ask? One of the teenagers or the guy spinning the bracelets? Fucking voice crack. Fucking
Which
hate.
one? Which one's less? According to my perception check, which one looks less creepy?
The teenagers probably.
All right. Hey, yo, guys, we're new to this town. Which one's the pawn shop?
Oh, you can go to Jack Slot.
All right, thanks, man.
Yeah.
I try to like I try to like sound like him. Like I try to like be like, thanks, man.
You guys, performers?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
you
Sort
can
of.
call us that. Yeah.
We're
Oh,
off duty
We're
though
we're,
right
we're,
now.
we're a little bit busy right now though.
you got a name?
We can talk later. You can call me Jerome.
All right, Jerome. Well, you seem confident, and you got all those little contraptions on you.
Yeah. I
You
like to build.
you an inventor?
I'm an engineer.
Ooh.
Wait, I wait, do I say artificer? Not engineer, right?
You could say either. They're synonyms.
Okay, I'll say engineer, yeah.
Ah, that's cool.
I can build some things.
That's pretty cool. I like
Yeah.
your crossbow. I haven't seen one of those in ages.
Yeah. It just I like to mess around with wait, you haven't seen one in ages?
Yeah, my mom used to watch movies with people that used to use crossbows.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I like to just build old things.
Yeah, so you have no idea what a movie is, by the way.
Yeah, I'm just like I like to build old things.
Oh, well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
How many credits do you want for it before you take it to the pawn shop?
Wait, how much are you offering?
Name your price, and I'll tell you if it's worth it.
I think
tell
we're
you
gonna
what.
wait. Actually, he's not selling the crossbow just yet, but we need to get a fair estimate value. You know, might give you a chance to beat that price.
No, I'll tell you what. I'll give it to you right now for 500 credits.
500 credits.
Yeah. This is old. This is a classic.
What can it do?
What do you mean? What can it do?
I got to put in my Squelch voice. What can it do?
Let me
can
show you. Let me
Stab
show you.
people
Come
from
here.
Far away.
And I'm gonna take I guess
God,
I'll
I
pull
want
out.
him to
Do
throw.
I see any rocks on the ground or something?
Yeah.
Dude, I want you to stab
take-
this man through the chest by accident so badly.
I'm gonna
So
take a
fucking
rock and I'm just gonna put in the crossbow and I'm be like, what do you want me to hit?
That window up there.
Are we gonna get in trouble if I do that?
I
Wait,
don't
do they
know.
have glass?
I
Is
think
that a
I
thing
think
that-
so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think so. I think
You know
so.
what?
Yeah,
Is there
I think-
glass
I think
where we
this-
were from?
I'll tell
I
you
think
what.
this
it-
show,
Yeah.
this
I don't
show
think
might be
I don't
going
think
on
I
a
could
little.
do this. I don't think I could.
We
shoot
did
it
just talk about
here,
keeping a low
but
profile.
Let me tell you that
I'm
it,
saying
it,
this.
it will hit that window and it would
Out
break the
loud.
window.
You guys are lame anyway. And he kind of starts rollerblading off.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, AOP, can we see your pants real quick?
My pants?
Yeah, your pants.
They're brown.
Yo, can you look at the Discord?
What Discord?
Oh God.
Oh.
What am I looking at?
I don't get. Oh wait, Discord.
Can you just, just do a little 360?
You straight up look like dripped out Winnie the Pooh style, bro.
Show chat, show chat, show chat.
Oh my God.
He's gonna go change his pants, dude. I looked at it for a
Are
half
those
second.
cat ears?
God, I looked at it for a half second. I was like, dude, this is the exact colors of Winnie
These
the
aren't
Pooh.
these aren't Winnie the Pooh ears, but they'll do.
Oh my god.
Uh,
I'm sorry for derailing.
No,
the
you're
whole-
totally good. You're totally good.
I think it made it better.
All right. Anyways, go back to the story. So I'm guessing 500 credits is a lot, you guys.
They drove away.
It does sound.
I'm
like quite a
talking
bit.
to the party.
Yeah. It does sound like quite a bit.
Yeah, what did that be? That's 1,000 gold, I think.
That's 250 gold according to the pawn shop currency.
Oh, I thought they said a half.
Yeah,
Half a
one
credit.
gold way, Jerome.
One
Math,
gold
strong
piece
way.
is half a credit.
Yeah. So
Yo,
500,
Germanic over here. Thank you for the sub.
500 credits would be.
Oh
1,000
yeah, 1,000
gold.
gold. Sorry, I was thinking it backwards. My bad.
Yeah. All right. So you guys head to Jack's slot.
1,000 gold's 100 plat. Oh wow, that actually is a lot. Yeah.
Okay. So heading to Jack's slot, you make your way in. As you open the door to Jack's lot, the building is stuffed to the brim on either side of you in kind of like a rectangular shape. You see all kinds of items kind of stuffed into the corners and into the edges. You see strange things you've never seen before, like lamps, and you see strange items like this weird machine that he's showing off to somebody that he's like, and you assume this to be the owner of the shop. He's showing off to some lady, older woman, and he goes, so yeah, you can use this thing to well, it's kind of old. They don't use stuff like this anymore, but you can use it to suck things up like this. And he kind of like drops like a little bit of dust on the glass countertop that he's talking with her at, and then sucks up some dust with the vacuum that he is showing to this old lady. And she's like, oh, how nice. I'll give you 40 credits for it. And he goes, 40 credits? You fucking rip off. Get out of here, bitch. And she's like, okay, sorry. And she kind of walks out, shuffles her way out. And he goes, how can I help you folks? Sorry about that fucking cunt.
Oh,
anyway.
We're here to exchange some gold for some credits.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, how much, show me gold.
Okay, we will.
And I'm gonna lay out what I have, which is 51 platinum, 27 gold, and 5 silver.
Okay. So it was how much? Sorry, one more time.
51 platinum, 27 gold, and 5 silver.
Okay. So, anyone else putting their gold up there?
Yeah.
I got 3 plat and 8 gold, so 38 gold.
Jerome's gonna do a perception check and look at prices on some of the things if there are price tags.
Like all my gold. So
Jerome's gonna look around the store really quick just to see if there's anything.
Should we ask how old is that thing that he had? Should we ask that?
I mean, we don't even know what it is.
Yeah, but should we ask how old it is? We don't even know what it is. We would
You
get
can.
like,
He says it's a dusty old thing.
yeah.
Ask away if you want to ask.
Okay, yeah. How old is that contraption that you were showing that lady?
That vacuum is that one's about 20 years old.
Do I have to roll a new perception to look around the store for some of the price tags on items?
No price tags.
Oh, okay.
It's a pawn shop.
Yeah.
Do we see anything? Perception check on items that look familiar.
Go ahead and roll a perception check, and people count up how much platinum we're doing. We're doing 51 from Blake. Anyone else putting up their platinum?
I have
I can
5 platinum and 53 gold.
I got like nothing.
Anyone else putting up their platinum before I start doing the calculations? 'Cause
Yeah,
I have the calculator
I got
open.
38.
Okay,
I got
so
38
51 plus 38 is 89, and then plus how much from Nara?
I have 103 gold altogether, so I have 5 platinum, 53 gold.
I'm gonna hold on to all of mine.
Okay, so I have 55 platinum, 92 gold. Should I put all of that up?
If you want, it's up to you.
I would not put all of it up, just in case.
Okay,
Just
so
tell me how much
maybe I
you're
should
putting
just I'll just put up all my gold and keep my platinum.
So how much gold is it?
92 gold.
Okay. Anyone else putting up their gold?
I'll throw in 29 gold and 8 silver.
Okay. Blake, were you putting up your gold too?
I put up everything that I had. So
so how
it's
much
in the
gold was
chat too. 51 platinum, 27 gold, 5 silver.
Would
Okay.
adding like gems be a good idea for now?
Could be. This would be a place you'd sell gems.
I'll throw in 2 diamonds.
Okay.
2 diamonds, and I will also throw in 1 rupee,
Okay.
and I will also throw in the arm with the katana that we had.
Okay.
But tell them to count that one separately.
Okay. Anyone else throwing in platinum? Right now I've got Nara's, Blake's, and
1 rupee.
Is platinum
you know-
worth more? How much is platinum
You know
worth a different exchange of credits?
I'll put
I,
in
I
10
have 3
platinum
plat.
as
I
well.
have 3 plat and 8 gold, but that I just said 38 gold. Is there a difference, or you just
yeah, platinum and gold is different. Yeah, I gotta separate them out.
no? But, oh, okay. Yeah, then I have 3 plat and 8 gold. Sorry,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna put in
I just
10
converted it
platinum
all
as
to gold. My
well,
bad.
in addition to my gold.
You're putting in 10, you said?
Yeah, I misunderstood.
Okay.
And while you're calculating, I'm gonna ask him, hey, do you know other than this shop, do you know any antique, or I guess I wouldn't say, do you know any people who like to collect old things?
You're looking at him, man.
Cool. Anyone else in the city, or is it just you then?
Cool.
Think about what you're asking him to do.
What do you mean?
What are you asking him to
You're
do?
asking him to give out rival business people's information,
Oh, true.
which
okay,
no good business owner would
can we
want to do.
ignore that? Ignore that.
Do you have any jewelry?
Yeah, all kinds
Cosmetic
of jewelry.
stuff,
Yeah, all
nothing.
kinds. Yeah.
I'm looking for earrings.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Let me pull out my jewelry box. Give me a second. I gotta count all this shit. And he's pointing
Yeah,
to the
take your
platinum and gold that
Just
he
later,
got
yeah.
here. I guess we'll kind of role play it out. He says, "You got a card on you? A credit card? Wait.
No,
Card.
Card.
no, we don't
no.
have any cards, sir.
Oh.
Do you have any cards?
Yeah. I'll sell you a card for a credit.
Okay.
I'll just take it out of your
Perfect,
total.
yeah.
I'll just take it out of your total. You guys seem lost."
Okay.
Yeah, he kind of piles them up and he goes, well, for the 2 diamonds in the ruby, I can give you 100 credits.
100 credits? Are you kidding me? These are definitely worth 150.
You're lowballing me, but all right.
What do you mean I'm low? What do you mean I'm lowballing you?
It's fine. It's fine.
No,
Fine.
you know what? No, I don't want to sell them. I'm gonna keep them.
Good idea. Katana.
Is
He
that including
says,
the 10 platinum?
No. He wasn't
Or the
cheating you guys
96?
on the platinum and the gold, but he was definitely trying to cheat Jerome on the diamonds and the ruby. He's like, well, I can't really confirm if these diamonds or rubies are real, so you take those and try and sell them to someone stupider. And he says, this katana thing, though, this thing's pretty sweet. I'll give you 20 credits for it.
20? And we just saw. And you're telling me this awesome katana is worth less than that air sucker thing over there?
Vacuum. He called it a vacuum.
Than the vacuum over there?
I mean, that thing's got all kinds of uses. This thing's kind of, I mean, it's an arm
This is a timepiece. This
a
item,
timepiece. What do you mean?
item is 400 years old. I think.
Roll a deception check because you don't know.
I don't know. Yeah. Let me see.
I mean, we know it's 50.
Oh,
or
we
at
know
least
it's.
I know it's 50.
Oh, how do you know it's 50?
As he said, Raziel said, I threw them 50 years in the future.
Oh, then I'm gonna say 50 years old. This item is 50 years old.
At least.
At
Okay.
least.
Then roll me a persuasion check.
Okay. Persuasion. Thanks for letting me know about that, by the way.
Yeah. I'm probably one of the only me and you are probably one of the only people that know almost everything Raziel said because we were there till the end.
Yeah, we were there till the end.
Why haven't you
Nara
said
does
anything
too.
to us?
Nara does
Oh,
too.
oh,
yeah, Nara
yeah,
too.
no, obviously, because I know, duh.
Yeah.
18. He's in. He's got to be in.
But also, I didn't
Okay.
think about telling everyone because I'm
Yeah,
in a new
like-
area. Like, it's not like my first thought. I'm gonna update you all.
Well, I just literally asked how much the vacuum was.
This
Or
item
how
is
old it was.
50 years old. This could be an art piece in do I know what museums are?
Theoretically, yeah, museums
like
would have
museums-
existed, yeah.
This could be an art piece in a museum.
All right. I'll give you 50 credits for it.
Collector's item, honestly.
That's 100 gold.
What do we think, guys?
When is our next long rest?
You would have been
When are
lucky
you
to
gonna
get
use a
100
katana
gold.
arm?
You would have been lucky to get 100 gold for that thing when back in the day.
Yeah.
I would probably take it. Yeah, I'll give it to him.
All right.
So I get 100 credits, right?
Yeah, as he swipes the swipes like this kind of like little machine over the top of your card, you actually see these numbers kind of light up on your card, like these LED numbers, and they show you how much you have on there after, and it kind of shows it ticking up as he adds the credits to your account.
So I have 115.
Yep.
then.
Hello there. I actually have this super cool wedding. Well, I have a wedding ring and I have a portation ring, but I probably shouldn't sell the portation ring. But I have a wedding ring. It's
Bonnie,
mad
I think we should save all jewelry for
Save
someplace
the
else.
jewelry for someplace else.
As
And
we
it's
just saw
Isabella,
the-
not Bunny, just so we know.
Or sorry.
You're good.
I just reading her name.
No, you're good.
That's
You're good.
Isabella.
Just wanted to make sure. So, with that, everyone's got a card with credits on it except for Kathrak. Wembo, we
Going old
will
school.
let you kind of decide what kind of earrings you want. I'll describe 3 different pairs to you, okay?
Holy shit! Holy shit! We need to go back to Shakers.
Okay, so the earrings that you
Why?
are given, hold on,
'Cause
let me go one at a time here.
Yeah.
So, Pox, you are given a choice of 3 different earrings in your price range. One of them is 10, and it is 10 credits. And the earrings are like a Legend of Zelda Triforce is kind of what they look like. Okay, and they look like they're made of some cheap silver. Then the next ones are 12 units, and those ones are some danglers, and they dangle down into daggers. So these like kind of like tiny daggers that dangle down from your ears. And then the last one is actually an earring that goes from one ear on your left, and then it drapes over your nose to your other ear. So it kind of goes across your face. And the drapery looks like barbed wire. And that one is 15 credits.
I think I'm gonna go with the Triforces. Can I get the Triforces? I like those.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I'm
So,
gonna go with those.
yeah, he says, yeah,
Thank
here you go, 10 credits. And you kind of hold out your card, and he swipes it. This little machine.
Oh, thank you.
When he does, actually, you get a good look at your card now, too, and it shows a transaction date. So when you're looking at your card, it shows the most recent transaction date, and it says 1593. You remember the year being 1540. The year was 1540. So you are 53 years in the future right now. And you are the
Just
only
kinda
one
like
in the
looking at my
party who
card.
knows this at the moment. Nobody seems to know exactly how far we are in the future yet.
Thank you very much. I kind of tucked the earrings in
Well,
the card.
didn't I make a transaction too? So wouldn't I know?
You did, but you were bartering when you were doing it, so I kind of didn't give you like a perception type thing.
Okay, that's fine.
Like
That's
a free
fine.
perception. And you've also been getting a lot of information. I wanted Pox to have something special.
Okay, no worries, no worries.
So yeah, with that,
I'm gonna kind
oh
of.
god, I thought I was
can
being
I, like,
botted.
pull it to the
Jesus
side?
Christ. Scared me.
think
I don't, am I being botted?
No, I don't think.
Uh,
those are all.
Those
I
are the
think-
homies.
I think in my Discord, they're all in a voice call.
Oh god. Okay.
They've all changed their names to the same names, and now I think they are a cult.
Oh, I got it.
And so
I feel
they
like
are
there's no
they
better
are
cult.
all collectively enjoying the stream.
Okay, I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the stream. Unfortunately, Jimmy's not being able to do much at the moment. They're here for you. All right, so you guys kind of finish up your transactions here, and I've given you how much credits you have. Does anyone need me to repeat how many credits you have?
Those earrings were 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are they 10? Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
All right, sounds good. So he says, all right, well, if there's nothing else I can do for you, I'm kind of out of credits for today, so.
Hey, can you tell us where the nearest jeweler is, by the way, if you can, because we're kind of new to town.
Jeweler, oh gosh. You know, you might find Alexis on Tuesdays. She's usually hangs out in the Circle Square here.
Do you know a place where we can get some new clothes?
Clothes, I mean, you walk up and down the street, you're gonna find all kinds of clothing shops.
Okay.
All right, cool. I think we should. All right, sounds good. I'm gonna saying this just to the party. I honestly would think we should just walk into some random shops just to like explore. I feel like we don't need to be talking much. We could just walk in and explore.
I agree.
As Jerome is saying this, I kind of want to pull out the card and just kind of like show the thing to Zim.
Okay.
Just gonna like
So,
just pass it, show you the date, and then.
are we able to at any point kind of like assess if we're thinking as a party now that we are 53 years in the future?
Mhm.
Was that it? And we seem to be within the same city but future. Are we gonna try to look around for any landmarks and maybe try to like find the place where we fought Raziel? But like that's kind of what I want to do once we kind of get our bearings. But we can obviously check around some shops. But me as giving all my gold to
That's what
Bear
we'd be
and not
doing.
having
That's
a lot
what
of
we would be doing. Like by going into their shops, like we'll gain information as well as like seeing if there'd be potential landmarks while walking around the city. So we're basically doing both together.
Okay. Okay.
I just really want to go to Shakes though, because I have like the most 5,000 head play. So I need to go back to Shakes.
All right. Sounds
All
good.
right, are we done in the pawn shop then?
Hey, if you guys want to
I'm
be.
done.
All right. Oh, hey, you said you know where the museum here is, right? Can you point me to that? Because we don't have a map. Oh, do you have extra maps here at the shop?
He says, yeah, I can put a map on your card, no problem. Here you go.
Yeah, thank you, appreciate it.
You all want one?
How do you
yeah.
put a map on a card? But yeah, it's,
Yeah, what does that mean?
Yeah, here. He grabs your card and he grabs Jerome's card and he looks at all of you guys and he flips the card over and he kind of like, this doesn't look familiar to you?
no, we're not used
Oh.
to doing it. We're from a very closed off section of people.
Yeah, you guys look like street performers.
Super
Yeah,
small.
a lot of
town, super
traveling.
small town.
A lot of
Yep.
traveling.
Well, you better get used to the city. Did you guys go through the queue to get in here?
Yeah. We're just passing through.
Roll a
Just
deception
passing
check.
Oh no.
To be fair, if anyone should roll a deception check, it's Wembo.
24.
Oh, easy.
Well,
Wait, I don't get it.
I mean, if they let you through the queue, then, well, I mean, just interesting. You guys must have lost your cards. That sucks.
Yeah.
You better make sure. You might want to go to the, administration building, because somebody might be stealing your identity out there.
Oh, that's a great idea. We
Oh,
might actually have to do that ASAP. Thank you so much. Wait, what was the
Where
name?
is the administration building?
Yeah, center of the city here. And he flips your card over, and well, he already had it flipped over Jerome's, and he rubs this like machine over the top of it. And as he does, the card lights up with this neon lit map of the city. And he actually taps his finger on it, and a little hologram comes out of the card to show you the city in 3D.
Okay,
Wow,
wait,
it's like a
really
it's
quick,
like a
Is this
mini map.
magic?
what
It's
machine?
like a mini.
What machine did he rub over the card, or is that just like his hand?
No, he's got like this little silver metal box that he's been using to transfer credits and do all kinds of administrative things for his shop.
What magic did you do to do that?
No magic. Not allowed to use magic here in the city. This is all technology. You know, tech always moves quickly in Neo-Toras.
He was making a joke. He was just making a joke.
Yeah, I could tell. So,
All right.
yeah, good one. So,
Hey, I think I lost my box, by the way. Could you get me? Do you have extra boxes here that I could buy off of you with credits? My
roll a
box-
deception check with
I'm
disadvantage.
I'm pointing to his box thing though.
Okay. Yeah, roll twice, take the lower number.
Are you serious? Oh, there's no way. Deception?
Yeah,
If you hold
deception.
control, it'll roll at disadvantage. Before you click. There you go.
7. I'll roll for him.
Come on.
You fucker.
Yes!
I hate
Go!
Hey, what do you mean?
What do you roll? What do you roll?
You roll a 5.
Yes!
Oh god.
Jerome is gaming! Jerome is gaming! All right, give me that box. I'm buying
New
one.
year,
He
new roll
says,
energy, baby.
He says, well, you'd probably need to go to building administration or the administration building as well to get yourself a new administrative box. And what do you sell? You must be a shopkeep.
Old items. Old items.
I see. You're coming over here to scout. Well, I mean, you made me a bunch of money today, so
I'm happy to help.
where's your
friend.
shop located? I'll come check it out. Maybe I'll give you some business.
It's not here because we're travelers.
Oh, well, that's no fun.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but maybe I'll set up a shop here and we could work together. Maybe, who knows?
Yeah, sure. So, you guys headed to the administration building then?
probably.
Yeah, we should get going. We're gonna get going. Thank you for everything today.
Sure. Don't mention it.
What was, his,
Bye.
what was his name again?
we
Who
walk
remembers
out.
his
We
name?
walk
Who
out.
remembers his
Jax, right? Because it's.
Oh, Jax.
You,
Jax.
you didn't. Yeah, you didn't ask, but you could assume.
Wow.
Did you
okay,
like that,
so-
Wembo? Did you like that? That was subtle, wasn't it?
Wait, what was subtle? What was subtle?
Nothing. Let's take a break. Let's take a break.
Wait, did I miss something?
As you exit Jack's lot, the square where the guy was kind of twirling bracelets and the kids were roller skating around, you know the kids roller skated away. They left after that confrontation with Jerome. The bracelet guy is packing up his stuff. He looks like he's about to head out. He had like an umbrella that was attached to his shoulders, so it kind of came up and it was like a little hat almost that he was wearing.
Cute.
And he is like packing up all of his stuff, putting it into a briefcase of some kind. And as you come out, he just kind of turns around a little bit just to look at you and kind of gives you like a wave, and continues packing up his stuff.
Hey,
And,
excuse
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Do you know I can find a bunch of new clothes?
Wait, which store are we in?
You're leaving Jack's lot right now. You're
Oh,
leaving the pawn
we're
shop.
just leaving. I'm
Yep.
sorry, I just have to make sure.
And you're like out in the circle again with the rain.
Okay.
And he says, what kind of clothes are you looking for?
The kind that look like what most other people are wearing. We're not from the city, so we're a little out of place.
Yes, you do look out of place. Well, I can't say exactly what is your style, but I can point you towards the shops that are still open.
That would be lovely.
There's only a few left down the street. But if you take a left out of here, 6 or 7 doors down, you'll find a few different little tiny strip malls. You know what I mean? It's shops next to each other.
What are strip malls? We don't have those back home.
A strip mall is like it's shops
Do
next
people
to each
take
other.
off clothes?
No, taking off the clothes. Not strip club. Strip club is further down.
Oh, where's the strip club?
It's place where women shake.
No, where is it? Where is it?
Oh, well, do you want male or female strip club or co-ed?
I want
Male.
females.
Well, lucky you, they're right next to each other.
How convenient.
It's very smart of them to put them to say it's the same place.
wow.
They're
Apologies.
pretty much the same building.
Location.
Thank you
see
so
some-
much.
Hey,
We appreciate the information.
Can I see some robot titties?
You don't know what a robot is, but your character wouldn't know what to call them.
Okay,
You could ask
whatever.
for machine titties.
Animatronic.
Animatronic.
Can I have
No, wait, what did you?
those
what
big
did you call
mommy
them?
oil milkers?
You could probably find. You could probably find machine. Yes. Anyway. Yes. Like I said, about 6 doors down, you'll find a place where you can buy clothes. So that's probably the only places that are open. Probably only for, and he kind of looks at a watch on his wrist, probably only for about 4 to 5 more minutes or so before the curfew.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. We should get going.
Interject. Sorry, guys. I had an important conversation with my mom.
You're good.
And I'm back.
You're good.
Just
Glad to have you
started
back.
back. You're good.
Yeah, we just started back up. So
You just missed the speaking about stuff. Really
so you guys
told me.
leaving the square? And
Autonomatrons.
Autonomatrons.
It was autonomatron.
Heading to find some autonomatron titties.
We got it.
Nice. I'm already enjoying what I'm hearing. Great. Good news.
I'm gonna start walking down to where he said the clothes shop was.
Okay. Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
walk down the street. This time, as you're walking down the street, you see less people, much less people. You have a feeling that most people at this point in time are probably indoors somewhere. Not only is the weather a lot, but it's getting late.
Can we see the sky?
Not very well. No, it just looks like a black.
Can we see stars
sky.
or anything?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so it's really hard to tell the time. Then I take it,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because there's so many lights, probably.
Mhm, exactly.
Light pollution.
Exactly.
It would be kind of like a maze. Yeah.
Yeah, you would be very confused about where you are, but you know kind of where the pawn shop is and where you're headed, and you're headed basically back exactly where you came from. So you're headed the same direction that you landed.
So he pulled up a map on his phone, right? And we saw how he did that.
But we have a map on our card, yeah?
Yep.
Can I pull out that and see if I can because he zoomed in. Is there a way for me to zoom out?
Yeah, you fiddle around with it for a little bit, and you figure out that if you make this motion with your hand, it zooms out, and this motion zooms in.
Okay, I'm gonna zoom out and look at how big the city is. And does it show where we're at?
It does not, no.
Okay.
So, that being said, he left it on the square where his shop was. He left
Yeah.
the map there, so you can kind of guess
Okay.
based on that. But when you zoom out, it zooms out to a city that for you players would be about the size of New York City or bigger.
Oh Jesus.
And compared to Neo-Toras, it would be like Neo-Toras would be like
It'd be like 1,000 times bigger, wouldn't
Seward,
it?
Nebraska, or some like small town of 2,000
Yeah,
people.
if not bigger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 10x,
Mm-hmm.
maybe even 100x.
Yeah, exactly. It would be like any small town from where any of you are from. It would be that or smaller for comparison size to what you're in now. Okay.
Guys, this city is going to take us a month to travel through by foot.
I don't see any horses.
I don't see any horses either.
You know what we could do? The roll shoes.
Oh, the cart shoes.
Cart shoes.
Cart shoes.
Yeah.
That might be quicker.
I could probably make something for us
Wait,
here.
what about Cathrak?
What?
Jerome, could you
Giant
make
cart shoes.
could you make cart shoes to fit Cathrak's?
I think I can make cart shoes. I just would need the materials for it, and I would need the blueprints on how to do it.
Oh,
That sounds like a lot of needs right now. First
where are we
things
gonna find
first.
Leonin cart shoe blueprints right now?
Might be easier just to buy some with credits, if we could buy them.
We have no credits.
We do have credits.
We do have
We
credits.
just got a
Barely.
bunch of
That's
credits.
1,000 credits.
That air sucker was 40 credits.
Oh,
Yeah, but he also tried to scam Jerome for the gems.
Yeah.
guys, I think we should also try to find like a hotel or a place to take a long rest. Like
You mean a
fairly soon.
tavern?
So you guys would get the idea that the place you went, that pawn shop, Jack Slot, he was trading with you an object, platinum and gold. He was trading with you something that everyone knows the value of. Everyone knows that a gold is half a credit. And if he tried to cheat you on that, if you were anyone who knew anything, you would
Yeah.
catch him on it. So that's why that trade, you didn't need to barter or make any
Yeah, but the katana, yeah.
other kind of roll. But he really tried to cheat you on everything else.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
that's kind of where you're at. So you guys walk your way down to the little strip malls. There are quite a few shops there. You walk into the first one that you see, and as you open up the door, it's actually the door slides open for you, so it doesn't even open. It slides open for you as you approach it.
What in the? And Jerome's just taken aback.
Or trying to shoot the door.
There is a woman here who is a Triton. So a Triton woman. She is, some of you guys may have never seen a Triton before. So they are scaled humanoids. So they walk on 2 legs. They have bluish purple skin and scales, gills under their neck, kind of horned ears, pointed sharp ears, and they are what you would imagine like a mer person to look like, okay? And she has beautiful hot pink hair that kind of comes down over her shoulder, down to her like breast area, and it's braided down. And she says, "Hey, welcome to the shop. How can I assist you all?" And when you're looking at her, I'll just describe her clothes a little bit. She's got a beautiful sequin dress that she's wearing, and you notice the only thing that stands out to you is you notice that she has a like really nice like necklace on, like a beautiful necklace with jewels on it, and her ankle has like a band around it with a little red blinking light.
We were looking to there's a lot of subscriptions.
Holy shit. Spooter Cat, thank you for 10 gifted subs. Holy shit, Spooter. Jesus, man. Thank you so much for the gifted subs.
The Spooter gang reigns
Holy
supreme.
Shit.
Wait, did I get
Holy
one this?
Did you dodge it again?
What?
Dodged again.
I dodged again?
No, someone gifted you one earlier, I think.
Oh, true.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's true. Okay,
That's
my
true.
brain said.
Thank you so much for the gift subs. Seriously, I'm up to 49 subscribers, baby. Thank you so much.
One more. One more.
No. Thank you so much, Spooter. Seriously, my cheeks hurt from smiling. Thank you. I seriously appreciate it. It means the world to me. This is just something I do for fun. I never expected it to do anything like this, so thank you. All right. So, Dramatic, thanks for the one gift to bring us to 50.
We need
Thank you.
a change of clothes. We're from out of town. Well, some of our friends need a change of clothes. We're from out of town.
Hey,
We're not
guys.
really up on the styles of the city.
Good point. Off topic, but hey, did you know that if you gift 19 more subs, we can get Commander to 69 subs this stream?
Oh, that's true.
I'm just saying.
My stomach
I'm
hurts
just
from
saying.
thinking about that. No. Stop. Thank you so much for all the gift subs today. Whip, Spooter, Battlemaster, everyone else who gifted Germanic. Thank you so much. Seriously, it just means the world to me. So, thank you. All right. So, continuing on with you guys. So, with
Yes,
that,
if you sub, we get 69 Commander.
no. let me continue on. I gotta keep going with the story, okay? Thank you guys so much. Seriously. So with that, you say that you need some clothes. As you look around, the walls are lined with clothes. There's beautiful dresses for the women. If you're interested in like nice clothes, this is the shop to be in. So there's like nice biker leather jackets that are really like well made. There are like dresses that are tight fitting and well made, and they look like they are made of materials that you would admire, like silk and things like that. They're not like, shitty little cotton dresses. They seem like they are made well and made to please. That's a horrible word. Made for people
to be visually pleasurable.
Yeah, exactly. They're made for
Aesthetically
people to
pleasing.
like.
They're aesthetically
Yeah,
pleasing.
it's just okay. Yeah.
Luxurious.
So anyway, yeah, they're great. Beautiful dresses. So this is like the nice clothes shop if you're interested in nice clothes.
Are there price tags on the items?
There are, yeah. So the like a set for like leather jacket, leather pants like black leather jacket, black leather pants, and like a nice t-shirt or a dress shirt underneath, would go for like, let me think. Trying to think for a second. Let me think. Yeah, would go for like 12 credits.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Oh, we actually got a lot of credits.
Get, like literally the most expensive earrings in all of the city.
So this is for like, I wouldn't say that this is the top tier. Like you don't see tuxedos or anything lining the walls. This is like the mid tier shop, I would say,
Alright,
or like
I'm gonna walk
high
up.
mid.
Jerome's gonna buy a leather set for himself.
All right.
I want a leather jacket, leather pants, and a shirt.
Okay.
I will have
Leather shirt.
thigh-high
Leather pants, leather shirt, and the dress shirt.
Okay.
So
Gotta get the
I'll have
matching
thigh-high
leathers.
leather boots, an oversized leather jacket, and a tight silk dress. Thank
All right.
you.
Yeah, you can find all that here for sure.
You said that's 12, right?
Yeah,
a choker.
Bunny, yours
I also want a choker.
for everything you want, I'd say probably 20 credits.
Oh, mine was 12, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
For everything Bunny wants, because you want a choker, you want boots.
Mhm.
I'd say 20 credits.
A jacket, yeah. Okay, done deal.
I would like to get a top hat and a long coat.
Yeah. Long coat, top hat, not gonna be found here.
Okay.
I
Not in
feel
the
like that would make you
specific
stand
shop.
out even more, though. You're the only one that stands in.
Like I
How
said,
do
you got
want to-
leather jackets and pants here, and silk dresses, some jewelry here and there.
This leather's a little bit different than what I'm used to.
Doesn't look very
Wow.
functional, that's for sure.
I can
mean,
actually.
Can you guys imagine the
it's a
fan
little-
art? It'd be so good.
It's a little tight, but it's. I could
Good
move
photo
around. I
sesh.
could move around in this. Jerome like does a little couple boxing punches.
Yeah, it squeaks a little bit the first few times you roll your arms.
So are we all just gonna be in? Okay, question. Are we all just gonna be in leather jackets? Because
No.
I'm very down for that.
Not everyone wants
Why?
that.
Snakes rule.
I dress very Victorian-like. That is the best way to describe how my character looks. So
You'll probably have to go to another
Leather
shop.
jacket,
We're gonna be
leather
shopping for
Yeah.
a little while.
Hey, wait, who's the? Hey, cutie. Say it to the.
To the Triton lady.
Yeah.
She says, yes. Hi.
So this is this the only strip mall that's open right now?
Why was there?
There's more shops next door.
But is this the only? Oh, okay, cool. What other? Okay, cool. Thanks. I'm not gonna say anything. Actually, I'm not gonna say anything.
Question. Did we just change our clothes out here in the open?
No, there are changing rooms near the back of the shop. I can show you if you'd like.
I think that would be good. You
Lucky
don't
for me,
watch
I'm
us
already half
change,
naked.
do you?
Hmm?
You don't watch us change,
No.
do you?
Mm-mm.
Okay, just making sure. Can we go in the back for Kathrak and try some stuff on for him?
Sure, yes.
Yo.
Mindy. She kind of hollers over her shoulder.
Also,
And-
you said changing rooms. Do they like change?
No, it's where you hold on. And she kind of like turns around, and another Triton woman. This one almost identical. The only difference being her hot pink hair is draped over the opposite shoulder. So instead of her right shoulder, it's draped over her left shoulder. But in every other way, identical. She says, "Yes, Cindy." So you got Mindy and Cindy, and they're both wearing those ankle bracelets with the red light kind of beeping on them.
Oh, can I ask you, what's that blinking thingy on ya?
What, this? And she points down to her ankle.
Yeah, that.
That is fashion.
Interesting.
I feel
What?
like it's.
What is
No, I-
fashion? Sorry, what?
We wouldn't know. We wouldn't know. So she
I
just
mean,
says
it's
fashion.
up to your discretion. Your character can believe what they want. Or they can, if you want to roll, you can.
Yeah,
you
I
just
would
tell
like
me.
to. Yeah,
You
let
tell me
roll.
that you want to roll an insight check if you want to see if somebody's lying.
Insight check, please.
Sure, go ahead and roll me an insight check.
I'd believe him.
I don't think so. It seems sketchy. It
I
seems
feel
like they're
like our
hiding
characters
something.
wouldn't know.
Is it rolling or not?
People sometimes give off tells when they're lying. So
Okay.
if you ever have a suspicion that they
it's like
might, you can always roll an insight check.
Is that okay?
Okay.
Do a pass.
I got a 13 and an 11. So with that, both of you are pretty confident that she's telling the truth with a 13 and 11. She seems like she's being honest. Based on your knowledge. Yeah.
Fucking algebra class.
What?
I'm
Just
learning this
kill
whole
her.
No.
background.
Cindy, can you take us to the back so we can try some
Yeah,
things
you're walking
on?
back there. You're walking back there. Yeah, she takes you back there. The changing rooms are, imagine what you would have in any mall store, like an H&M or anything else. They're just like porcelain doors that you can open and shut. There's a mirror on the other side of the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy some I'm gonna grab some terrifying looking biker outfit for Kathrak, and I'm gonna be like,
Kathrak, come here. Let's try this on for you.
and then hopefully he follows. And in the changing room, I'm going to also heal him.
Okay.
So
And then you're gonna fuck.
I turned down the rain because you guys are inside, but you can still hear the rain outside.
No.
It's pouring.
so I will I'll cast Healing Spirit on him, so he's gonna get a bunch of health back.
Okay. I think you can just heal him to full with Healing Spirit, right?
No, I get 4 casts because I nerfed it
Oh, okay.
because it was too strong.
Oh, yeah. 4, 3, 4. So you get
So-
8, 11, 16.
You get 16 health back. How are you looking after that, Jimmy?
Sorry, I zoned out for a half second. Did I
Okay.
just get healed?
You got
Yes.
healed for 16.
Okay.
Okay,
perfect.
what
Sorry.
happened is I brought you back there with a terrifying looking biker outfit to have you change, and then I healed you.
Oh, yeah. So you
Um,
said 19?
16.
16? Pog.
Yeah. How do you look after that?
Now, this isn't going to affect my armor traits, is it, with me being a barbarian?
Mm-mm.
No? It's all kind of cosmetic?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I need some spiky stuff. You said biker stuff?
Yeah, like terrifying
I want
biker
some
stuff.
badass, I want, leather belt spiked out the wazoo.
That's what I figured. Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I feel like that
So,
would go well with
yeah.
the barbarian.
Yeah, with that,
kinda
I'd
look.
say 12 credits for some leather pants,
Now,
leather
I do
belt.
gotta remind you, I didn't get a credit card.
I have credits, but I'm mostly doing this to heal you. So how
Got
much how are you looking at hit point wise?
So after that, I'm at 33 out of 50.
Okay, I'm gonna do another healing spirit on him then. This time a level 3.
Okay. After, how long does Healing Spirit last?
It lasts up to a minute, but I can get all of the healing done in under 30 seconds.
Okay.
So
Just want to
yeah,
make
it'll-
sure you're not taking an abnormous
So what
amount
was
of
the next
time
one?
back here.
no. I can do this all in under a minute.
Okay. Yeah, so go ahead and roll the next one.
And that because it's a higher spell slot, I get I get actually these are all 2d6 because it's a next one. 1, 2. Hang on,
So
I
you
gotta
get-
do this.
Yeah, just roll 8 times.
Yeah, because they didn't separate. I have to. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 5 more.
5, 10,
That's
15,
confusing.
20, 27, 28, 29, 33, 34. Heal for 34.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'm maxed out.
Okay. And then I'll pay the 12 credits when I bring him out.
All right, sounds good. So yeah, when you guys come out, she swipes a similar looking metal box over your card and removes 12 credits from the card. She says, "You don't have a name on your card. Would you like me to add that for you?"
Can you put Zim on it, please?
Yeah, how do you spell that?
Xim.
Sure. Last name?
Does it need a last name?
Not necessarily, although people might look at it a bit. She kind of raises an eyebrow.
Weird. Okay, well, sometimes you just don't want your information out there. But you can put Morgan on it. Kind of like the famous Captain Morgan.
I'm not sure who that is, but okay. She puts Zim Morgan on your card, which is now displayed near the top left of the card. Would anyone else like me to add their name to their card? To, avoid...
Does anyone else really look hurt?
She kind of squints. Okay. Yeah, I think most people look alright. Most of the party looks okay. Nara, I think, is at 10?
No, I'm at 17 after
17?
a level up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Could
can
use some
you
HP.
just like pick? Oh, I could. Well, I could heal myself if I need to.
Yeah.
But could you just like pick something out for me, and then I'll just.
You want
I'm
me?
not very fashion. Yes, I'm not. I don't.
Oh,
No.
I can't do that. But
But you look great. Why
Maybe-
couldn't you?
maybe your girlfriend would help you? She kind of points to Isabella.
Oh. Okay. Sure. I mean, okay.
I
Is
mean,
there
I
a
didn't
reason
know
that
those
you
thing
can't?
labels, but if you're into it.
I didn't hear you.
So hold
Just
on. Whip ask a question. So let me answer that, and then you guys can have a conversation. So, Whip, you asked, is there a reason why you can't do that? She says, against company policy. In case you don't like it, I can't be responsible.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Isabella, can you just
Makes
like, pick
sense to
something
me.
out for me?
For sure. She will have well, I have a red dress, so her vibe seems to be like black or dark purple. So she'll have a dark purple silk pantsuit, I guess. Yeah.
Ooh.
Would you go for pantsuit?
Sure.
I like utility.
'Kay.
Like based off of her character design.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because I already went.
Yeah, I
do
would
they
say
offer-
that's probably, just for the pantsuit, I would say that's probably 10 credits.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that what you want?
Yeah,
your
that's fine.
character.
I'm marking it off my thingy.
I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Anyone else changing clothes in this particular shop?
Oh, I'm all strapped up. Good to go.
Pox.
Pox, this would
Yeah,
also be a
I'm
good
back.
place to dip behind something and change if you wanted to.
Yeah. I wanted to do tattoos and get ear piercings for the earrings.
Do you want to
but,
ask somebody about that? You got the two people that I mentioned. I forget their names already.
Well, I can use the. I mean, I can just add earring holes with the changeling thing.
Oh wait, why am I doing this? I
Do
don't
you
need
want me
to
to
buy
pierce your ears? I have an arrow. I can just.
No, I can change. I can do the thing with my skin.
So you're asking me if you can just make yourself have tattoos?
Yeah, but I wanted to. I don't know. I was like, I was torn between just trying to borrow Zim's tattoos for the time being, or thinking of. I was googling. I was like changeling tattoo patterns, and then I wondered. I don't know. Some people brought up like some DM. I didn't want to derail, but now you know what I mean.
Oh hey. I think you could. I'm probably fine with you, kind of creating tattoos.
I mean, I don't see why not. He can literally change.
We could go get to a tattoo shop. We could get matching tattoos if you
the
want.
interesting thing is the intricacy that you're asking for. The
I don't
intricacy that
mean-
you're
I don't
asking.
mean to- yeah, I don't mean
for-
to make it too.
I'm not sure if, like, as a changeling, you can't grow piercings, for example. Like, you can change, you can change your gender, you can change your
No, but I
race
can
and that
put
kind of
the-
thing.
I
or-
get the hole though, right? Because I bought the earrings.
you could create the hole. Yep, exactly.
yeah.
But the tattoo, I wouldn't say you'd be able to ink yourself. You could. I would say that if you had ink already in your skin, that you would be able to manipulate the ink into new shapes. But you'd have to have a tattoo first.
Couldn't I change the pigment though? Just in like literally just make it look like a tattoo, but or like at the very least a birthmark that like do you know what I mean?
would
Like
say
I
it's
could
a
like
slippery slope because then if you're changing the pigment, it just depends. Like,
well, I mean, like as a changeling, I could make myself look like I had stripes, right? Like black and white stripes, like a zebra. So wouldn't I be able to just give myself tattoo shaped? You know what I mean? Like, couldn't I just make the skin like that?
yeah,
Just look like it had a tattoo.
I think you probably could. I think you probably could.
I was reading like some people said that like if you got tattooed as a changeling, like some DMs would want it to be permanent, or like I just didn't know if you wanted me to get a tattoo or if I could use my changeling for it.
I think I would say this. I'll give you this. Okay. I'll let you look like you have tattoos. But if someone who is familiar with tattoos were to look at it for more than a second, they'd realize that there's no way that that's a tattoo. That's more of a birthmark.
Yeah. That's
Okay. So you can claim them to be tattoos all you want, but if somebody who's any bit familiar with tattoos looks at it closely for very long, they'll be like, okay, that's not a tattoo. Or, you know, you can just from the get-go just tell people that it's a birthmark, and then nobody can really say shit about it. It just depends on what the shape of the tattoo is, because then people will be like, you have a birthmark in the shape of a perfect butterfly? It's fucking weird. So, you know, it'll cause roleplay situations like that. I'm just telling you like that. But I'll let you do it.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
If that's cool with you. If you're cool with that kind of consequence, I don't know if that's a consequence for you, but...
Like, to the untrained eye, would it be
Probably
noticeable?
not.
Like,
Nah.
okay,
Not to the untrained eye. No.
We just have to hope that we don't run into any significant tattoo. We can't plan for that.
This would be like if you got intimate with somebody in the game, they would see it and notice it because they're next to you for a long period of time. If you become friends with an NPC who you hang out with a lot, they might notice it over time. But if you go to a tattoo parlor, everybody in that bitch is going to recognize it from the second you walk in. Does that make sense? Like that's
I
the
would
difference.
probably notice too, right?
And yeah, somebody who has tattoos like Nara or Zim, who have had tattoos since they were, you know, young kids, they would recognize that, and they would know already that you don't have tattoos.
I just wanted it to help blend in. I didn't want it to
absolutely
cause more,
the way
you
you
know
want
what I mean?
it and the thing you want. Yep, totally doable, easy peasy, no problem.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't want it to make more. Do you know what I mean? Like if more people stop us because of my birthmark, then you know what I mean.
No, nobody's gonna stop you just randomly on the street. Again, unless it's, you know, somebody who is very much trained at looking at that, and they may just have a question like, oh, like what's
fair
what's
enough?
that?
Yeah.
So, yeah. With that said,
yeah,
I'll let you kind of design however you want that to look.
I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you purchase the earrings. You can make gaps enough in your ear for you to put those Triforce earrings in. And as for clothes, did you want to change your clothes, or you want to keep your clothes the way they are?
What is? I mean,
there's more shops.
I feel like I could keep the pants. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Hawks, do you like wearing dresses? Because I feel like you look good in some of these.
Wouldn't mind. What do we got?
So in this shop, you can find a silk dress of any color that you wish. They are all almost identical. A few of them have different collars, and just imagine whatever collar you want, you can have that in silk. But this shop is for like nice, like upscale bikers, basically, is where you're at right now. So
okay. Yeah, can I get like what's that dress there? Pox points to the purple silk dress with the the collar. Oh my, you love the collar? It comes right up. Like it's just, I love it. It's got sleeves. Are
you thinking of like a dress that's got like almost like a turtleneck that comes up at the top?
Yes.
That's hot.
Yeah, and it, like, you know, just some sleeves, you know, like short sleeves.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see that? Can I get that? Is that a thing? Wow,
sure,
is that? Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, she says absolutely. That's that'll be 10 credits. Do you want to try it on?
A credit? Can I borrow? Yes,
yeah,
please.
I'll give you a credit. Also, I've changed my mind. I'm instead of the pantsuit, it's gonna be a dress. But can I just like rip it to the, you know, like so I have more mobility?
Sure.
Once you buy it, I think. Yeah, I think that should be fun.
I'm gonna do
What
that.
if you just get a really short dress, and that way you won't need to rip it?
I could do a short dress, but I think I would still need to rip it because.
Just for I get that.
Yeah, and you could take like one of your arrows and just cut down the side of it and make a really clean cut. And
let's do that.
Yeah, it would look nice.
Sounds good.
All right.
Just number 3 over here, this room here.
Yes, number 3, please. As your friends are in the other one. All right, Jerome, you got your stuff. You're good. Kathrak, you've got your stuff. Just imagine however you want your character to look, and that's what you've got for however many credits you spent. If you want shoes, like a shoe change, you're gonna have to pay a little extra. And if anyone wants extra shoes, it's gonna be 5 credits for nice shoes.
Oh, you charged me 10 credits.
I'm doing the math differently. So you got shoes, a choker, and the 12 credit close. You got
Yeah, okay.
So
You know what, that makes sense.
the choker was 2 credits, the shoes were 5, and then 3, 5, and then the 12 for the regular clothes, where they're all kind of paying 10 or 12 for the regular clothes. It's gonna be 5 for the shoes, just like you paid. So if anyone wants that, mark 5 credits off your thing.
Oh yeah, I'll do that too. Okay.
If you want like some boots, just tell me what kind of boots you want. They're
yeah,
gonna be
just like combat boots, I guess.
you can find those here easily.
I'll keep my old tried and true boots. These'll work.
Yeah.
That's good. All right. So you guys are finished up in the shop unless there's anything else you want to ask or do for Cindy and Mindy.
Cindy and Mindy, is there another clothes shop that is more my style?
Yeah, yes. Next door, actually. There's a shop, it's called Maxwell's. And they have more your style, I'd say.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Anything else we can help you with? You all look dashing.
Thank you. I know.
Thank you.
Oh, greatly appreciate that. You both have a wonderful day ahead of you.
You as
And I'm
well.
gonna head out and go to the next door.
All right. So you guys walk up to the door, slides open.
That's really jarring.
Yeah, I'm not sure from. All right. I kind of like look at it nervously as we step.
Yeah, it's like when we walk through it, is it gonna slam on us? Is it gonna cut me in half?
Get the shivers as we pass through it.
So you turn left, and next door is a shop called Maxwell's. It's got tuxedos and like dresses that are more super formal, that kind of thing.
Won't we look weird going through the city though, like that?
I thought we were like blending in now a bit more, give or take.
I mean, this particular outfit, depending on how he pulls it off, will look all right. Like so Zim is interesting because he has the tattoos all over his face, and he's got the kind of just demeanor of somebody from this era already. Yeah. So he doesn't have to worry as much about his clothes. Yeah, he doesn't look very like he doesn't probably need to change his clothes that much to need to blend in, because his skin makes him blend in enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He already looks like he blends in without the clothes anyway. So
Some people just like to be fancy. It's
True.
fun.
Zim likes to be fancy.
like me in fucking middle school, wear fucking dress shirts to school.
You wore dress
Hell
shirts.
yeah.
Actually,
I
so
looked like
not.
Guy Fieri. I had a flaming t-shirt and frosted tips.
My
Oh,
dog
yeah.
Send a picture. Come on.
I don't
you
have a
guys-
picture. I avoided pictures like the plague. Swerve.
I actually might have.
Do you guys want to see a really embarrassing picture of me from middle school? It's really
Sure,
bad.
send it in
Can
the
we
chat.
exchange?
Sure.
But
This is
I'm gonna
when
go
I-
in
We're
there
gonna
and I'm
keep,
going to
do
look
it later.
for.
Do it later. Because we got.
I'm gonna look for a top hat and a like dress, a long coat kind
You
of.
got it. 15 credits.
I'm gonna pay the 15 credits.
All right. I'm not even gonna tell you what Maxwell looks like because it doesn't fucking matter.
Okay. In and out.
All right. Maxwell's a penguin, by the way.
Oh. Well.
Dude, I wrote his name down and everything.
Maxwell is a cybernetic penguin that talks to you like Rocket Raccoon.
Cute.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm very confused.
That penguin, the door like slammed shut.
Yeah, exactly.
God, I missed the coolest stuff.
All right, so you guys finish up buying clothes, and now are you looking for rollerblades and other ways to travel quicker? Or?
Do I? Oh my gosh. Well, no, I don't
God,
think
shit.
so, right? Because don't we need to find out like the common travel first?
Lucid, thank you for the
before
sub,
we-
man.
Okay. Here's a picture of me from 8th grade.
The little car
so
thing.
good.
Is there like other buttons I can hit on it or different things I can do? I just
Roll me
kind of
an
want to mess
investigation
around
check.
with it.
Yeah, roll me an investigation check.
Hang on, I gotta find where my sheet is.
If anyone else wants to investigate their card, they can. If they want to play around with it.
think I would just be like doing like this, like hitting it, you know, trying to
Fair.
figure it out. Those ladies with those
I got an
ankle
11.
bracelets, though, I'm just not sure about it. That seemed
Okay.
very suspect.
Mr. Artificer, this might be your realm of things.
True.
And I'm surprised you're already not doing it.
I'm still caught up.
I don't even know if Jerome the gnome could hear me.
I'm like,
Are you talking to me
Swear to
right
God,
now?
I just saw a
Sorry.
fucking penguin.
Yes, Jerome.
Like, I'm
we're
just- I'm
trying to
lost.
figure out our
I'm
cards, so we're doing investigation check on the
everyone's failing.
technology
And everyone's
you.
failing.
that you might be good at.
I'm probably gonna int, but I'll try investigation.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, it's tied with Zim.
Okay.
I
11.
have a +7 by
Yeah,
the way.
that's pretty
I
rough
have a
for that
minus
roll.
1.
Bunny, you want to roll an investigation? So far, Jimmy's got the highest.
I'm just the guy with -1. I'm the highest. That's okay.
But I've been silently
Wait, do you-
watching, you know.
Do you have any special features though, Pete, on
Oh
your?
my God, Bunny did it.
Bunny did it.
Natural
Let's
20.
go.
Did it.
Natural 20. So you guys are all messing around with your cards. You find the map, you find the amount of credits you have, and then Isabella, as you flip over your card back to the front side where it's got like the transactions that you've made, like the money transactions you've made, as you kind of run your fingers down the front of it, like you slide from the top to the bottom, and as you do, a number pad shows up. So when you slide your fingers from the top of the card down, a number pad slides down with your fingers, and it's got 1 through 9 and then a 0 at the bottom.
Whoa. Cool.
Yeah.
Good for me.
So do you share that with anybody, or
Yes.
nobody knows about this except for you?
Hey guys, look at this weird thing I just found. Come look at it.
Can we figure out what it is?
So as you're
No.
looking at it, it looks like numbers. You recognize numbers.
Okay.
And as you tap your fingers on them, they light up and they leave like a trail of the numbers you've pressed up at the top.
Okay. Is there any other buttons? Shapes or anything?
Looks like a code.
No shapes, no other buttons. Nope.
Is there a delete button like anywhere on there?
There is not.
Okay.
As you're kind of carrying the card in your hand and messing around with it, you like kind of bring it close to your face to really look at it. And as you do, the keyboard on it kind of rumbles a little bit and shakes, and the whole thing like disappears, kind of like shake to erase.
Huh.
Interesting.
So then you swipe down from the top again. There it is again. Keypad.
I'm
It
gonna
makes little
like.
beeping noises when you press on it too. Beep 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 beep.
Huh.
There
I'm
like
gonna-
a send button? Or is there like a like
No
is it
send
like
button.
I hold my card to my face.
Yeah, you hold it up to your face. Nothing.
I'm gonna.
Hello.
I'm gonna put in some numbers and lick it and see if I can lick the hologram.
Yeah, you put in some numbers and lick it, and as you do, it just presses more numbers. Beep.
Interesting.
Is there a max if I
As you
Number
keep
of
going,
numbers?
it eventually goes off the side of the card, and you can't see
keep
it.
going?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a number next? Sorry, is there a number next to the transaction thing for the store?
Mm-mm.
Is
Did
there
everyone
any-
get their
no?
names? Zim was
Okay.
the only one who said he wanted his name on his
no,
card. Did anyone
I,
else
yeah, I don't
do
think
it?
so.
Ooh.
Mm-mm.
Because I'll let you go back and say you did if you want.
Yeah, a Jerome will. Jerome.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah,
It
please.
feels like a good plan.
So are you putting your real names, or are you guys doing pseudonyms? Because she wasn't
I'm
checking.
doing Jerome Powell.
Jerome Powell. You got it.
Hi.
I just wanted a different last name.
I like it. I like it.
Pox is fine. Pox,
I just put my real name.
Yeah.
So do you put Poxanu, or do you just put Pox?
Pox on it. Yeah. Full
And then Nara, do you put
The whole
Nara or
thing.
Nara? Okay.
Yeah.
And then Isabella, are you doing your full? Are you doing
just
your
call
real
it
name, or are you doing Isabella Dream, or
I'm doing Isabella Dream.
okay? Kathrak, are
That's
you doing
actually-
anything with your? You don't have a card. All right. Yeah. All right. Easy to remember, except for I'm gonna forget 1,000 more times.
So write it down.
So, with that, you guys are typing in the numbers on your thing. Nothing seems to be really working, but with a natural 20, I'll give it to Isabella. Isabella, as you are moving the card around and kind of move it closer to your face and like rub it on the side of your cheek, like you're just like mindlessly like trying to figure out what to do with it. As you kind of rub it on the side of your cheek, you hear a little voice come from your card, and it says, "Pairing."
Whoa, what the fuck?
Okay.
And then,
These are my nightmares.
Like the food?
it says, "Pairing."
Hello.
Who's there?
That's kind of hot.
No audio
Hello?
device connected.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm an audio device.
Yo, someone put their ear on this thing. That's an audio device.
Yeah.
So
Fox
as you,
doesn't
as you
know
all
it,
hold
but
it up to your
somewhere-
ears, you hear pairing, all of you like
somewhere
at the same time.
deep within
And then
Pox's psyche,
all at the
there's a scream.
All at the same time. No audio device connected.
Pox slowly begins to grow very, very upset.
Okay.
Puts
I
the
don't
card
like
away,
any of
Yes.
this.
visibly shaking.
And we go back through another portal and go back in time. Like that would be preferable.
But yeah,
Nope.
you're all aware of the time now, which is 1593.
1593.
That's the year that you're in. I should
On
say.
the plus now, I look great for being 70, like 73 or 74.
I
Look okay, I guess.
I look
I take-
phenomenal.
I take out the card.
Uh-huh.
I type in 1593.
Nothing happens in this particular scenario.
I type in
I put it back in my pocket.
8008.
I'm mad.
8008. The card goes boob.
Yay!
I'm going to type in 8675309.
It
I
goes
type in 94.
8675309.
It knows.
You guys just hear
Then it
from
says
like
audio
over
device
Bernstein.
connecting. Audio
Oh.
device connection failed.
Oh.
Fuck you!
And then
Holy
somebody who's
shit.
walking by you just with their umbrella up, they're like they have their card up to their ear and they're like, "Hold on, I'm losing you at the exact same time that you heard that. I'm losing you." And then they're like, "Okay, we're back." As they get further away from you.
Oh.
You inspired you with like a genuine rage.
They have sending stones and are weird looking.
You guys just hear from where I'm standing. Boob.
then you hear, "If you misuse this, I will deactivate this function."
Oh no.
Hmm.
I don't know. These things are broken.
Is there like a shop where you go to like learn how to use these things?
Should we
you're
follow
not
that
sure?
person and tap in that number again?
Probably not.
Oh.
We need some sort of genius to
What if we like
so
walk up to
good
somebody and
actions.
like ask them, say like, "Hey, one of our things is broken. Do you know how to fix
You
it?"
know what they say you should do in a bad situation? You need food, you need shelter, and you need water, right? So first things first, maybe we want to find some shelter. And when we find some shelter, maybe some water and food too. So a tavern would cover all three of those things. And the drum could sit down with these debacle magic devices and walk on them.
So we need
That's
to
a
find
great
food
idea.
and lodging. Where are we going to find food and lodging near us?
A tavern. Oh, we have the maps. The maps. Let's look for tavern.
Before we do that, can we go to Shakers?
What's
Shakers is
Shakers
on your way
the
back,
place
yeah.
where they cut off limbs.
Yeah, I have an
It's not
idea.
far from where you're at.
Can you tell us the idea first?
We have a heart.
A magic heart.
But we have a
cro-
heart.
Yeah, but
But magic's illegal, Jerome.
It
Hell
doesn't
yeah.
matter. I want to look at their menu.
You hear how messed up that sounds?
I'm just saying it could be worth a lot because that guy said you can make a lot of money if you cut off fingers. And from what I know, fingers are worth less than hearts.
But magic is also illegal.
I'm not gonna show them the heart. I just want to see how much it'd be worth.
Potentially.
Okay, but okay. Let's role play this out a little bit. Okay?
Yeah.
You walk into a shop, you say, "Hi, I have a living, beating heart that is working on its own. How much can I get for
That's
it?"
not what I'll say.
You
I'm
could
gonna-
say,
I'm going to walk
"Suppose
in.
I-"
I'm going to walk in and ask, "Hi, can I see the prices of the value of the parts that you are requesting?" That is all I'm going to ask, and I'm going to get some information. Trust me, guys. I'm an intellectual. I know how to handle myself.
Uh huh.
That's highly questionable based on current and past events, but
Can you make him roll a deception check?
Just based on like current and past
He
events.
thinks
thought
he's
he was
telling the
making it
truth,
bad
which
for
means
people.
he doesn't need to roll
Fair
a
enough.
deception if he thinks he's
Fair.
telling the truth.
Fair.
What if we need the heart later on? Is what
I just want to take a look, you guys. You know what? You guys keep shopping. I'll go
Alright,
on my
you know
own.
what?
I'll go on my
Okay,
own.
fine.
I'll
Fine.
be right back. You guys keep shopping. I'll be right back.
All right. Are you guys
Jerome
letting him go?
leaves.
I guess.
I mean,
Finally, he's gone.
All right.
okay. We probably don't want to leave him, do we? We're in a maze.
We could wait
giant-
outside.
So where
shop.
exactly are you headed, Jerome?
I'm just gonna go to Shakers and I'll be right back.
we could wait outside.
Do we
the
still
shop.
have time? Because there's like the 45-minute window.
Yeah. It seems like, I mean, it took you
Will
like,
will I be able to make it back before curfew?
I mean, it's gonna be cutting it close, and
Okay,
you
well,
still
that's
haven't
fine.
found a place to go yet. Like, you don't know where to go.
Then
to
I
beat the
will
curfew.
run. I am gonna run so I have more time.
Okay.
Can I look at the map and see if there's a place nearby? Does it say, hey, tavern?
It does not. No, it's not like that. It doesn't like give you the names of shops or anything. It just gives you like a top-down sky view of the city.
Okay, I'm gonna go back into the Cindy Mindy shop,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna ask them.
Hey, Cindy Minnie, sorry about that. We need a place to stay because someone mentioned a curfew. What happens if you get caught outside of curfew?
Oh, you don't want to get caught outside of curfew. There are hotels along the main square. It's 20-minute walk down this street though.
Oh,
You're
God,
running
that's-
out of time.
Yes, is there anything closer?
Mm-mm.
Oh, well,
Unless you
That's
live in the
awkward.
apartments around here.
I do not. We're near to the city, so we're just looking for a place to stay.
There's Hotel Lane. It's here, let me see your map.
Hey, sure, here you go.
She
Conveniently named.
zooms out and shows you where to go, which is basically you walk down this street, take a left, and there's a lane of hotels on left and right side of you.
Okay. Thank you for showing us where the taverns are.
I'm gonna close it up and walk out.
She kind of waves her webbed fingers at you. All right.
We have a problem, folks. The nearest tavern is 20 minutes. 20. What is 20 minutes?
Do we know time?
Yeah.
Like, there's
You know
probably time, but I'm not sure how like
You know
dialed
time.
in.
You know
Okay.
time.
A 20-minute walk away, which is not giving us much time, assuming Jerome. So, they said we have 45 minutes. The way that I see it is we give him 20. If he isn't back, we leave him.
Are
Sure.
we assuming I'm already gone?
Yeah, you are,
Oh yeah, I'm already gone.
You're already
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
ran.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
you
running. I'm running.
ran.
I'm running.
So we're
Alright.
gonna give him 20 minutes to get. Well, I'm gonna give him 20 minutes to get back. So
All right. So you run over to Shakes. At
How long
the
did it
front
take me
of
to get there?
Couple minutes. Not
Okay.
too far. It was if you sprinted, not too long.
All right, I'm just gonna walk in and be like, hi,
Hold on, chill. You go to the front. You go to the front of Shakes, and standing at the front of Shakes is a leather jacket lizard folk, who is clad in jewelry and tattoos up and down his green scaly body. This black leather jacket that he's wearing is covered in studs. He's cross-armed and he's got a cigarette sticking out of his snout area.
Hey,
And yeah, he breathes in and then blows smoke out of his nose.
all right. Is he in front of the door?
He is, yeah. And he
Oh.
kind of takes his cigarette.
Hey, is the shop closed for tonight?
No. You looking to sell?
Yeah, I want to see what parts are available for selling.
You tell me.
I know you guys deal in fingers, but what's the worth of like internal organs or like I'm just curious.
Oh, we ain't taking organs.
Okay, I was just wondering. I wasn't sure because I have an extra kidney, so I wasn't.
Alright, well,
And I'm a
uh,
little low on cash right now, or credits right now.
he kind of looks you up and down. An extra kidney, you say?
Yeah.
This interaction is so awkward.
Well, it would be very illegal of me
Oh, if it's illegal, then I'm
to
not gonna
take
do
an
it.
organ off you.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah. But inside they might have more information on where you could sell something like that.
You know, I'm a straight, honest man. I don't know if I
You
could
blow
deal with the
smoke in your
illegals.
face.
Oh. All right. What? Take care. It was nice meeting you, by the way. I like your jacket. It looks like we're both matching.
You as well.
Take care,
Jerome.
buddy.
That would be
What?
your name.
What? Wait, how do you know my name?
He kind of like raises an eyebrow, and then he winks at you.
All right.
Roll me an investigation check, real quick. You
Investigation,
Like, as you're walking away,
please.
I'll let you.
Oh! Wait, I'm stupid. Wait.
It's cybernetic.
It's the lizard dude that you met from the.
Wait,
Oh!
do we know him?
It's the lizard dude that I met from the what?
Roll an investigation check.
I
Oh god,
did
you
roll.
got you.
All right. So with a 19 investigation, yeah, is that 19 or is it?
Yeah, 19. I
Alright.
accidentally doubled.
Okay. So with a 19, looking up and down this lizard folk, he, I know what you were thinking, Blake. It's a nice connection, but no. What you do notice is that his eyes are glowing, an unnatural light coming from them. And, when he winks at you, that's how you can tell, because when he winks, the light, through the rain outside is kind of like just dimmed for a second when he winks. It's very subtle.
What do you got on your eye there, buddy?
Your robot?
You ain't got any cybernetic implants.
God, where can I get one of those?
I might know some places.
I have Jerome, like, as a character, has no idea what the heck cybernetic means. So he's just thinking electricity, shiny light blinking equals cybernetic. So it's pretty late tonight, but do you know any places that would open tomorrow with some cyber implants? Any type of cyber implants? Or are they specific only to the eyes?
No, this specific one just makes it so nobody sneaks past me without me knowing who they are.
Oh, all right. Well, then you might see me coming back in the future to give you guys some goods.
Looking forward to it, Jerome Powell.
All right. What's your name, by the way?
That's my secret.
All right. I'll call you Secret then.
I like it.
All right. Take care, Secret. And then Jerome just books it because he realized, oh, the curfew. Oh, God. And I just book it.
That whole conversation lasted just a few minutes.
All right, cool. So I'm running. And I'm going to remember that lizard dude in front of Shakes is called Secret.
There you go. All right, so you meet back up with the group. What do you tell them?
Guys, selling organs are illegal.
Oh, who would have figured?
But there's these things called cybernetic implants.
Hey, Jerome, as much as you'd be thrilling, we have 30 minutes to find a hotel before bad things happen.
Okay,
so
I will tell you guys
talk.
the coolest thing when we get back.
Tell us on the way. Tell us on the way.
I'll tell
We're gonna
you
walk
on
it
the
off.
Walk and talk.
Walk and talk.
Okay,
Walk and talk.
wait, lizard guy, shakers, secret.
All right.
Okay.
So
sorry.
I was just gonna say you guys make your way to Hotel Lane, and in the meantime, while you're walking, Jerome tells you.
Yeah, we'll just
Quietly.
We'll just go.
Well, no, if you wanna tell me what you say, that's great too. Like if you want to roleplay it out, we got time for that.
All right. Guys, there's these things called cybernetic implants, and like you like do something to your eyeball or something, and you can know who someone is without even asking them. Like Zim, hear me out. I look at you right now. Let's pretend you don't know me. I'll just look at you and be like, "What's up, Zim?" and then wouldn't that freak you out?
That would be quite unnerving.
What did he
But
call you? He knew your name, you
He
said?
knows I'm Jerome.
Did he
Jerome,
say your
wait, wait,
last
wait.
name?
He said I'm Jerome Powell.
But that's
Can I make the connection to the cards?
Sure. You can
yeah.
make that
That's
connection
I was
pretty
actually
easy.
I wrote that down too.
You can make that connection pretty easy.
Okay.
So everything's connected somehow in
So-
this city.
Exactly.
Through the car.
These things are connected. It's an engineering wonder.
Did I see how she put in my name in the card? Is there a way for me to go and change it?
She used the box.
Okay.
The world has progressed at such a rate that even I don't understand it. And I was considered an intellectual genius 50 years ago.
Was.
Who considered you an intellectual genius?
I did.
I don't think it counts if you count yourself like that.
me
Sorry to
have-
break it to you, Jerome. That'd be like me saying, I'm the best looking man in the world, but it doesn't actually count for anything unless other people agree with it.
Hey, let's just say that I've saved you guys a couple times in our battles, so with my equipment.
I mean,
He's not,
Not
wrong.
wrong.
I don't know about that one. I think I've done quite fine for myself in all these fights. I'm just saying, Jerome.
Anyways, Jerome just laughs it off and keeps walking. I need a drink. God. I need a drink and some. Actually, I don't need women anymore.
Got the magic
Wow,
mouth,
what
baby.
a character
Got
development.
that, you got that
Holy
magic
moly.
mouth, baby.
Character development.
I
Let's
got
go.
a present
No, it's
tonight
How,
for
how much,
myself.
how much of a plot twist would it be if he buys a hooker, right? But then puts magic mouth on her
yeah.
because he can't do anything other than the magic mouth after he tries it one time. Like he's just like, I can't be with real women. They're just not good enough.
Tragedy.
That would be a very tragic backstory for Jerome.
I really, Jerome, while we're walking, he talks about how we really need to find like some place with people who have understanding of the history of what has happened to the city, as well as like maybe potential museums or something, because we need a lot more information about what's
agree.
happened.
I agree. So we get to the hotel. We avoid curfew because supposedly that's really bad, which isn't totally surprising. Tomorrow we look for a museum.
Yes.
All in agreement.
I think that sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like, did they have libraries back in Neo-Toras?
You would assume so, yeah.
So like, yeah, museum and library. We'll see. We'll look for a library.
All right. So you guys make it to Hotel Lane, and there is a bunch of open signs, open, all the way on the left and right side of the street. Different sized hotels. Based on your perception checks, I'll tell you kind of what they're all about. So go ahead and roll me some perception checks, everybody.
Here we go. Perception game. Jerome with the nasty roll. Oh, wow. Wembo's just flexing.
Nice.
Nice. I basically got my eyes closed.
All right, Bunny, you gonna roll?
Same. I've been like having bad rolls.
We got a natty 20, so we're good.
Perception check. Is she there?
Bunny?
Oh, your camera's frozen. Looks like you're looking away.
You might want to turn off your video and turn it back on.
Possibly.
Maybe.
Oh no, she's lagging out.
No.
There she is. I just heard her say, ah, shit. It's okay. Just roll me a perception check whenever you want, Bunny. $51 subscribers. Holy shit, guys.
Woohoo!
Fucking insane to me.
Today's a
All
good
right.
day.
These are good perception checks. So combining them all together, I'll give you guys some info, and then Wembo, I'll give you some spicy special info. All right, so you guys, oh no, the cameras. Fuck.
Oof.
Well, you know, guys.
There you go. I
Things
think
are a little
the camera's
fucked
going
up.
back on.
Okay. There we go.
Hello.
It's
You hear
okay.
me?
It's still lagging a little bit, but I can hear you now.
Okay, cool.
All right. So with your perception checks, all of you guys see that the hotels on the left
Get my
side of the
perception
street.
roll.
Yep.
Yo, I got a 20 perception.
Yep. So combining them all together, your guys' perception on the left side of the screen, or the left side of the street, is that those hotels are, they look a lot nicer than the ones on the right side of the street. Okay, so the left side of Hotel Lane is kind of more ritzy, and it gets richer as you go down. It gets more and more fancy as you go down, and you can tell that based on the architecture of the buildings. It's pretty simple. Even though you're unfamiliar with the buildings themselves, you can just tell which ones look better upkept. On the right side of the street, you have some nicer hotels, but they're not as nice as the left side. So what I'm telling you is there's no bad hotels. It's just like the left side of the street is for rich people, and you have no idea what your guess would be on how many credits it would be to stay at an inn like that, but you probably would just feel more at home on the right side of the street anyway. Just
Wait.
in general.
What, wasn't there an inn before we got transported in time where we had permanent stay? What if it's owned by the same family and we are legendary?
Do we
Because-
know what family it was? Do you remember? the family?
I mean, it's kind of a stretch. I'm just curious. I'm just kind of
It has been 50 years.
gauging Commander's
It's
input on that.
Yes, there was, and it could still be around, but I will say that I hope that you remember the name of it, because
Leaky drink.
Is that it?
so Pox with a 21. Just gonna give this to you anyway, but it's crazy that you just were on. You were on it anyway.
No way.
So
go, dude.
you see the leaky keg, which has a similar ring to it, and the old wooden sign that hung above the leaky drink is now a neon lit sign that has a little animation to it of a keg, like being busted over somebody's head.
Guys, I think I know where we're gonna stay tonight.
Let's hear it.
The Leaky Keg.
Oh, the leaky. Wait, that sounds so familiar.
You might recognize it, Kithrak. Do you want to take a swing at it?
My muscles are jingling.
You're on the right path. I think that might
All
be
right, let's go.
the leaky drink.
So you've been walking for a while between the Jack's lot and here is probably 3 or 4 miles of walking. So you've been around the block a few times, and you guys have been speed walking and going from place to place, and yeah, it's probably 3 miles from Jack's lot where you guys did your pawn shopping. You find your way to the leaky keg, and again, it's got that neon lit sign, and as you open up the door to the leaky keg, you hear a very familiar noise. Diddle-diddling.
Oh my
A
god.
familiar bell that
The
just
same dingle.
it sounds welcoming. It sounds like home, and it's, even though Neo-Toras was none of your guys' home, it just sounds familiar.
It's
and
the
that
one thing here that's
yeah, it sounds exactly just like how
Overly
you remember
familiar.
it. Exactly. And as you open up the door to the inn, or I shouldn't say inn because it's a hotel now. As you open up the door to this hotel, and the bell jingles, there is a man who's dressed in kind of biker garb, a white t-shirt like a wife beater with a leather jacket, and a goatee, and he is actually a goblin, a male goblin. So he is not too tall, but he's also not too short for a goblin. I mean, for a goblin, you would say he's pretty tall. He still peeks over the counter quite a bit. He's like 5 foot tall. For a goblin, that's really tall. So he kind of strokes his goatee, and he looks down at a large black mass that's behind the counter, and he kind of like nudges it with his foot, and he says, "Wake up! We've got customers." And you see the mane of a shadowy creature kind of peek its head up over the countertop.
Yo. Pause.
And
champ.
you hear a voice go,
Nora?
Oh my god.
I knew it! I knew it!
Oh my
and
god.
that's where we're gonna end it for today.
Oh my
frick?
god.
I knew it! Wait, is the goblin like Squelch all grown up? What's the goblin
No, Squelch had
lifespan?
blue skin.
Yeah.
Squelch had blue skin.
Ah, shit.
Squelch
so
had blue
close to
skin.
it. So close to a family
this goblin
reunion.
has green skin, goatee, probably not one that you know from any experience, but